Hello everyone, welcome on in. Happy Monday. I'm a dummy item, as according to V. Welcome on in, y'all. How's everyone today? I hope you had a happy and amazing Monday, as possible as it can be. Y'all, it is still a Monday. It's all these Mondays, chat. Welcome on in, everyone.
Gucci.
Gucci indeed. Little Oxide, thank you. Cliff, hit it! Already derailed, Spectre. We just started! Spectre Flight. Little Oxide giving out a tier 1 gift sub to RWX Rob and a second one to Donnie Choo Choo Cats. Little Oxide, thank you for those 2 tier 1 gift subs. Welcome on in. First today, folks, was Smikes. And then we also had Grimly earlier. Grimly and Smikes both said good evening. Smikes says good evening, wise owl. As he should. He's very wise, is the lovely Grimly. I've also lost a fair bit at the top. I know Yan was in here. Dacum is in his house. Crystal is here. Debs, hello Debs. Mayo, hello. Peter, hello. Lady Lara Croft got her got her mug, which is excellent, chat. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Skip is in his house. Fall Machine, hello for sneaking on in here. Hello, Fall Machine. What are you doing, Fall Machine? Dukesoft, hello, Dukesoft. Tactics, how you doing, Tactics? I'm catching up as best I can, chat. I'm catching up as best I can. Christy S, hello. Kyle from A Date Night In, hello. V, hello. I hope y'all are having a great day. Let's see. Let me go. Kai, hello, Kai. Welcome on in. Andrew, how are you doing, you handsome sir? First time you heard the intro is fantastic. I'm glad you liked it, Chris. Derail out of station a little bit, Spectre. A little bit.
Gucci.
A little bit. Well, that was a lovely Callie right there saying Gucci. Let me see. All right, TD, how you doing, TD Fox? Skip, you got Callie's Gucci, which makes me chuckle. Chat, to start off the whole stream, we already have a question for the ferret. Chat. We already have a question for the ferret. Of attacking colds. Oh my goodness. Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. You have a question, Peter. I need to know what is the view of attacking colds. Peter. I tell you this. Colds are not to be trifled with. When I get cold, I go pfft. And when I go pfft, it's very, very bad in my nosy. And I do not like this. I don't like this, Peter. Especially when I then tell you, get away from me, cold. And the cold goes, I'm not going to get away from you. I'm going to get closer to you. But I don't want you to get closer to me. I want you to be nice to me. And then he goes, I want to get closer to you. And I go, no! And it's very scary, Peter. It's very scary. Oxide, thank you for the tier 1 gift sub to Crystal and 386. Thank you, little Oxide, for those gear torn gift sub. If anyone's gonna hit with a gift sub, please thank the gifter. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes made with love. Maddie Holmes in the house. How you doing, Maddie? Peter, did that answer your question? I don't think the ferret really I think the ferret has a different view on colds, that it's really helpful or not. But Peter, I am but a conduit. I am but a conduit, and I tell you what the little gal says. Guys, also go check out the lovely Bit Gaming in his house. Bit Gaming, folks, the single greatest father on this side of the world, and by this side of the world, I mean the world. Bit Gaming again proved today why he's the best father and husband. He can tell you that on his stream again. I love your face, Bit Gaming. How you doing today? Travel the World, thank you for the great community. Introduce me with your shoutouts and raids. You rock. Thank you, Travel the World. Travel, I will say, I am very proud of all the science that we do here, but I'm also extremely proud of the community that we built. We have honestly some of the most amazing streamers in this circle and just all around good people, and it makes me proud that we found so many great people. And it's truly amazing. Small, hello, Small. Small is another one. We'll get Small another fancy pants shout out in just one moment. Small is a morning streamer, and it's a very wholesome, calming vibe in the morning, which I really enjoy. And hello, Peekaboo! Peekaboo Draws, how you doing, Peekaboo? Hope you're doing well, Peekaboo. Kyle is a breathtaking community member as well. Quoth the Raven, don't you dare, Quoth. Quoth, I'm very tempted to nerf that comment, Quoth. I'm very tempted to nerf that comment because, Quoth, that's an inappropriate comment. That is suggesting that you're not part of the breathtaking community here, Quoth. And in fact, Quoth, I'm going to nerf that comment. And I'm doing this, Quoth, out of love. Out of love, Quoth, out of love. You got the stickers today? Oh, Peekaboo, I hope they arrived well. Peekaboo, remember, I was angered. I angered the post office lady with 2 hours worth of stuff that we were mailing. So I'm glad stuff is getting out, and the post office lady did not proceed to shred things, which I wasn't the most worried about, but you know, it's always in the back of your mind when the post office people really don't like what you're doing, and then all of a sudden they just start ripping up stuff. At least, you know. They made it seem awesome. Yeah, Big Gamey, 2 hours. 2 hours, Big Gamey. Or 2 hours Grimly, I was at the post office. Guys, also, new command is live today, exclamation point egg! Exclamation point egg if you want Kevin to be naughty. I know the lady with... I'm surprised. Peekaboo. That's a nice combination, Spikes and Debs. Debs is like, let's have a wholesome little egg thrown in the face.
Gucci.
And then all of a sudden, Smike's is like, nope, we're just gonna yeet everyone. We're just gonna yeet everyone. Spectre, how you doing today, Spectre? Spectre, you love your face, Spectre. Guys, a couple of things today for Microscopy Monday. The stream scribe will be live with us in a little bit, so if you would like your name done in live letter art, you will be able to ask and request. You got work today? I'm so sorry, Spectre. Spectre, I hope it was okay. I know it's boo, Spectre. I had some interesting work stuff today as well. All ended up being okay, but there's some weird stuff, Spectre, with this seminar that we're trying to do. You left me hanging? Oh, Quoth. So, Quoth, when we were at the post office for 2 hours on Friday mailing stuff, when I got in, there was no line. And there was one person at the post office checking people out. So I got in line with this giant bag of stuff. We had like 40 or 50 package mailers and like 80 letters to mail out from the partner party. And so, Quoth, I'm just there in line. I'm there in line, and I'm up there. I'm she's labeling everything, printing out the stuff. All of a sudden, a line starts forming, and it goes out the door. It eventually goes out the door, and then I turn around, and there's this old woman there with a cane, and she shakes it at me. She's like, "Young man, how much longer is this gonna be?" I don't know, because I'm not the one who's doing the packaging. I'm not the one who assembled the packages, like putting on the sticker, entering the info into the computer. So I'm like, I don't know. And then she like shook her cane and she left. Quoth, I'm surprised that stuff is getting out, and she didn't like break open the post office and tear up stuff. She was very, very angry. I just looked at the lady who was checking me out. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I always apologize when I come in, because I usually come in with a bunch of stuff and like some international shipments, and they're usually complicated. But she's like, no, this is my job. If this is not get to me. Don't at all worry about it. And I'm just always like, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do anything like this. And oh yeah, I mean, well, Debs, listen, she hit my heart. Debs, she hit my heart. Oh my goodness, she hit my heart. How are you, Harris Bait? The little one is doing well, Kyle. Her tummy still hurts. It's gonna be till 3 months. She turned 2 months on Saturday. She's at least another month of tummy aches. We went on a very nice walk today, and y'all, I am so sorry I spaced. She was actually like really fussy. Debs and I were chatting, and she was napping right here on the chair next to me. I can actually show y'all a picture of how cute she was on napping. She was actually napping on this new blanket that we just got in the mail, made by Mabus Games' mom. And so she was just passed out on the blanket. And, I took a picture, because I'm one of those dads who now takes a picture of their kid every waking moment. So she's just sleeping on this nice handmade blanket, and she scared herself awake and was just crying. And I'm like, it was around the time that we were going to go on a walk anyway, because it was really rainy this afternoon. So around 12:15, I put her in her stroller, and we just went on a walk. And I forgot to bring any test tubes with me, to collect pond water today. So I'm so sorry, y'all. We don't have any pond water to look at today. I will do a better job. I'm just gonna load up the cart and bring some more with me next time. She was so like teary, and I was just like, let's just get in the cart. That'll make her feel better. And I just totally forgot to bring one of those test tubes. Yeah, Quoth, I had to be back by 1:30 for a meeting, so we had about an hour, and so I just like did our loop, and that's what we ended up doing. So I'm sorry about the pond water. Guys, also go check out our friend Small. Small Salt's an amazing streamer in the mornings, usually like over a morning coffee or tea. Really, really lovely, and just always wholesome vibes. I don't always chat, but I just love to listen because it's very relaxing, and it's a great way to start off your day. So go check out Smalls. Thank you, Grimly. Hi, Tissa girl. I see you in the Lordy. I love Lordy streaming. Tissa girl, but I'm not the best. Tissa girl, listen. I in fact deserve egg thrown at me. Like that. I don't know why. It's just, Kevin likes to be naughty. Chris, I was talking with Debs today, and Debs sent me an article, and it turns out that in fact yolk does help your skin. I was shocked. There is actual data out there suggesting it helps rejuvenate like your skin of yolk. So Debs and I were joking that I need to take a bath in yolk so I would look young again. And then it turns out that's a little bit of an icky feeling, but it's either here or there. It's fine. Everything's fine. Chat. I also have a package for us to open up today. Yolking. Oh, bit gaming. See, I do, Chris. I do. It's because I look so rotten. No, there's the air horn. We do have a package to open today. No, skip the bell. In fact. The thing to open today is actually a new sample. It is from Risto. We won a raffle during Risto's subathon stream, and it is a particular kind of mineral. I do not remember which one it is. I believe it's labeled inside of the container. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go grab the box. We're going to wait for Risto to come tonight before we open it up, but we'll check it out under the microscope. Risto in the past, along with Skip, who are twin brothers, have sent us samples in the mail, and also like other like crystals and other minerals that we've looked at under the scope, and it's been always really cool to check it out. So we will look at them underneath the scope today as well and see what all we get to identify. Again, I know Risto did tell me what this particular sample was. Totally out of my brain. This is in part because dad brain is a real thing. Hi, Gwendolyn P. Dad brain is a thing, so we're gonna deal with it. I'm gonna go grab the box so that we're ready to open it when Risto comes in. Until then, just give me a moment. Gwen, if you want to type !egg, EGG. You do that, Gwen. And you might smile. You might even chuckle. Little Oxide! Even tier 1 gift sub to Lockwood Leathercraft. Thank you so much, Little Oxide, for that tier 1 gift sub. To Lockwood Leathercraft. Thank you so much. And Gwendolyn throwing eggs at the baby. Gwendolyn P, how dare. But Gwen, I hope that you enjoy. See, that was my vision. I was like, Kevin needs to be doing something naughty, right? And in Kevin's world, of course, he does. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, well, so Quaff, listen, we were doing the base frame yesterday. And I was like, it'd be funny if I did not tell people what my idea was. Because I think it would be much funnier to just have Kevin do something naughty like that. And it's in line with Kevin's persona. So that's what we ended up doing, is he's being a little naughty, but it's all okay. And Gwen, It is an animated emoji now on the Discord. I need to put the static emoji on the Discord as well, and then all of that will be up and running for y'all. I didn't do the static version of it today. All right, let me go grab the box. Kevin could hurt. No. He does not like. He doesn't hurt people, Smikes. His IRL friend and relative, the Aspergillus Kevin, does hurt, but he doesn't intentionally do it. Let me go ahead and grab this box. Throw the egg at Smikes. Alright, chat. Yeet indeed. I do have the box now from Risto. And again, this has some flavor of crystal, I believe, in it.
Gucci.
That was big gamey, Gucci. Yep. And there is oh my goodness, that is really cool. Okay, so we will have this ready to look underneath the microscope for when Risto comes, given that it's a special item for Risto. I want to wait for that. And again, y'all, just so you know, for the programming for today, we will have the stream scribe. Dency, thank you for the resub with Prime. Appreciate the heck out of you. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy that ad-free viewing and those emotes made with love. Thank you so much for that resub. Tactics, I hope you catch the Pokemon. I hope you catch the Clay Doll. Chat, so we will be having Microscopy Monday. We'll be looking at 30 million year old amber with insects. Little Oxidide! Oh my goodness. Oxidide! The 5 tier 1 gift subs to Roland in Art. Flanders was a zombie. Bad Chest, good vibes. Sarah Holm and JJ12345557. Thank you so much, Little Oxidide. And Smikes, yes, you can see the ants are busy working on away today. And hi, Amberzine. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Amberzine. How you doing? So the ants... Music Girl! Ma'am, you're streaming. Music Girl is streaming Music Girl Mondays right now over on Jimmy B's channel. And Music Girl, thank you for the 100 biddies, kicking off a hype train. Y'all, we already have completed 2 levels of a hype train. That means we have sticker raffles to do, folks. No, Music Girl is live on Jimmy's stream. She's live on Jimmy's stream. Guys, we have stickers to raffle off. We have stickers to raffle off. My goodness gracious, y'all. My goodness gracious, we have some stickers to raffle off. Little Oxide, thank you for the 500 biddies! We have some stickers to raffle off. Y'all, hold on. I actually have to, let me get the raffle ready to go. What will be happening, folks, if we complete any additional levels, we'll do more. But for every level completed of a hype train, we do raffles for stickers. So you are, okay, it is live, ! Raffle to get up on into the raffle. If you win, you get to choose one of these 6 stickers. You get to choose any one of these 6 stickers. If chat, you would like to win the very special golden Twitch word sticker. Little Oxide, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. My goodness gracious, Little Oxide, thank you so much. 1,000 biddies. Thank you for that support. If y'all would like to win the golden Twitch word sticker, you have to spin the wheel. When you spin the wheel, you'll have these 4 options on there plus the gold. So if you want to spin the wheel, that's if it lands on the gold, that you can get the gold, but if it lands on one of the other colors, that's what you end up getting. Or you can also pick any one of these other options as well. So these are the choices for y'all to pick from. If we complete level 5, then we'll start raffling off the business end of things, the hard enamel pins that we have, the hard enamel Kevin pins, Antonia pins, and the Twitch word pins. And I'll also put on a ferret onesie for 30 minutes. But then there's a Twitch words pin, and there is the Antonia pin as well. But currently, we'll do 2 sticker raffles. Again, completing levels will unlock more raffles, but absolutely no pressure to do so. And we'll do the raffle as soon as the hype train is finished, and that's what, because I'll let y'all then pick what you would like.
Together, we can rule the galaxy.
There we go! Yogurt Garrel, madame. Coming on in hot with the... And it's Little Oxide, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, we are wild. And oh, my goodness. Yogurt Garrel coming on in here with the resub at 21 months with Tier 3. Yogurt Garrel. Thank you so much, Yogurt Garrel. You are far too kind, Yogurt Garrel. Ma'am, far too kind. It Oxide coming on in with a Tier 1 gift sub to Duckubus, Sano Nami, This Time for Sure, Twisted Angel 79, and Census Taker. Thank y'all so very much, Little Oxide, Yogurt Garrel, for coming in hot with those resub and the gift subs. That unlocks 2 more sticker raffles, and we've near completed level 3. We've near completed level 3, or no, level 5. If we complete that level 5, Ferret Onesie and Pin raffles come out. Ferret Onesie and Pin raffles will come out. Guys, in the meantime, Yogurt, how dare? How dare Yogurt Garrel throwing eggs in my face? Throwing eggs in my face. Chat, just for that, please go check out the lovely supermodel that is Yogurt Garrel. Yogurt Garrel, single most breathtaking solar culture to come to Canada. She valiantly leads the charge to bring joy to people's hearts. And we love Yogurt Garrel. And she also plays Tetris 99, professional Tetris 99 player. And sometimes spooky streamer as well. Big fan of Scream, I think. Big fan of Scream. Oxide, thank you so much for those 500 biddies. Thank you, Little Oxide. I appreciate you very, very, very much. We do not yet have a Yogurt Garrel Gucci. We do not yet, Smikes. But Yogurt Garrel, again, is valiantly leading the charge against Yogurt and Tetris 99 right now in Canada. So she will get to us when she has time, but she's very busy.
Gucci.
She's so busy, in fact, chat. And it's very good reason. Guys, 93% of the level way to level 5. Hi, Alex Vixen! Alex, how are you doing today? Madame, welcome on in, Alex Vixen. Little Oxide, thank you for those 1,000 biddies. Dacum, thank you for the 25 biddies as well. Y'all, that unlocks. And oh my goodness, we also have a raid happening. Raiders, oh my goodness, here we go. Let it hit. Let it hit. Wait for it. Wait for it. Raiders! 9.5!
SciAnts stream, but we ain't fucking.
High 9. Chicken raid!
The vibes we got are giant. Shout out to the stream for the raid. That's SciAnts.
Raiders! Welcome on in. 9.5. 9, how was the stream? 9, thank you for the resub. 9. Oh my goodness gracious, what did 9 say? Perfect timing. 4 months, thank you, 9.5. 9, how was your stream? Tell me all the things. First time chatter, Little Ali 94. Hello, Mama is a fan. Hello. Toxic Mystic Wolf, nice to see ya. Zalika, hello, hello, welcome on in. Let's see, we have Lil Ali 94. Chad 8472. Welcome on in. How is the stream, 9? Tell me all the things. I want to know all the things. Raiders, my name is Balint. I'm 1/3 of SciAnts Streams, and I am here to welcome you in. We're also in the middle of a hype train, and we're about to have raffles for stickers. We're about to have all the things. So make sure you get up on in there and type exclamation point raffle if you want to win some stickers. Guys, for those of you here already who do not know 9.5, 9 is a philanthropist, a mother, a breathtaking and talented community member extraordinaire. Please go check out 9.5. Currently was raising funds for Starlight Children's last night. I know she was playing Fortnite. She was playing Fortnite yesterday. What was the gig today, 9? We had 5K for Starlight today. 9. For those who don't know, Starlight Children's actually helps, provides things like video games and other fun things for kids in hospitals. And they bought a gaming rig for a Starlight hospital. 9, that's awesome! 9.5. Chad, go check out 9. And hello, more and more. Hello, more and more. Welcome on in. For the Raiders coming on in, I'm going to play a quick intro video, tell you about who we are and what we do here. 9, if you would not mind posting the link to your charity, feel free, we'll pin it and we'll promote it on the channel so we can get some more coin for 9.5, which is going to Starlight Children's. Guys, don't go anywhere. Introduce who the heck I am.
Welcome to SciAnts Streams. If you are interested in all things science in a fun, wholesome environment, you are in the right place. SciAnts is a unique husband and wife team of Belinda and Lita, who hold their PhDs in molecular and systems biology from Dartmouth. What can you find here? The SciAnts team is dedicated to making science more accessible to our entire community. They believe that it is the responsibility of scientists to engage with the general public, and Twitch is one of their media doing this, by showcasing their own research, highlighting new discoveries, answering viewer questions, and sharing their passion with you. We do a variety of interactive science streams, including microscopy of ancient amber with insects, 3D printing, art, science news and deep dives, the occasional game, and more. If you've ever wanted to have a fun space to nerd out, now is your chance. We stream daily science content here on Twitch. Understanding not just what we know, but how and why we know it is the essence of scientific knowledge. Check out the About page for more information, and consider hitting the follow button to join our colony and our mission in science for all.
Again, Raiders, welcome the heck in. If you like science content, consider hitting that follow button on here. And a little Oxide, thank you for the 2,500 biddies and unlocking the 10K bit badge. Little Oxide, I'm not sure which one that is. I think it might be the Planarian. You might have just unlocked the Planarian with the wine glass. It's one of the... It's a pretty fun emote. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think you may have gotten that, Jeffrey, right there. Toxic, thank you for the follow, Toxic Mystic Wolf. Next milestone equal 50K total until Defy. At 58,000, I will walk a 10K in a Psyduck onesie. That's a little bit bananas. That's a little bit bananas, Smorf. Guys, the charity link is pinned to the top of the chat. Please consider donating to 9.5's cause. Otherwise, Smikes will yeet you. Otherwise, Smikes will yeet you all. You do not want to be yeeted, yat, or anything. Chat, Raiders, we are currently... I just got egged. I just got egged! 9! I just got an egg thrown at me. I don't know how I feel about this. Chat, Raiders, we are currently in the middle of a hype train. We are going to be having some raffles. If you would like to enter, exclamation point raffle, to enter. If you enter the raffle, I will need a mailing address. We're going to do 6 raffles for stickers. You have 7 options. You have 7 options. Each of these, this is a Twitch logo with words that represent the stream. Custom for this channel. And then we have 3 of the SciAnts band members that you can pick from. So exclamation point raffle to get in. We will be doing 6 stickers, and then we have 2 hard enamel pins to raffle off as well. You get, of those 2, you get to have 3 options. You can either do the Twitch Words acrylic pin, you can do the Antonia hard enamel pin, or you can do the Kevin hard enamel purple pin. Those are your options, folks. Make sure to get up on in there. We have 2 minutes left of this current choo-choo. Once we finish all the raffles, I will also put on a ferret onesie.
Prada.
Which is pretty Prada, if I must say myself. We'll put on the ferret onesie, and we'll see what else we do. Val, hello, Val. Val, I hope you're saving lots of yogurt for me as well, Valdronius, because I am also very hungry this morning. I did not eat much, and I used to eat Greek yogurt, and then I stopped. I don't know why. I think it's because if I was eating stuff in the morning, it was giving me a stomach ache because of stress. Yeah, there's a whole thing there. No, that was a Gucci, Kai. Guys, go check out our friend Val. Go check out our amazing friend Val. We love you, Val. Go check out Valdronius. I met him IRL at TwitchCon. Absolute legend. I do. So, BitGamey, with the honey is great. I love frozen fruit. Frozen fruit in there is really, really tasty. If you put the right kind of frozen fruit, then you don't need it. You ate it all! Val! Dang it, Val! Val, please share. Val is very, very greedy. With papaya? Oh, Debs. Ma'am, we talked about this. I don't have access to papaya. Well, no. Big Gamey, it's not like fresh for like Big Gamey. You let it like thaw a little bit. What you do, Big Gamey, put on the frozen fruit and then let it sit there while you like do that first. And then while you brush your teeth and make your coffee, let it sit frozen on top of the frozen yogurt, the Greek yogurt, and then you stir it. And there might be a slight tiny bit of crunch to it, but not that much. So it's it'll be very, very tasty. Salt and vinegar chips. Alex, red wine vinegar. I know this sounds crazy, Alex, but there's one place in the U.S. that I know makes red wine vinegar chips and does not use like it's not food colored vinegar. It's actual red wine vinegar on the chips, and it is like with salt. And that, to me, Alex, is even more flavorful than with regular vinegar, and I love it. It's one company based out of Cincinnati. It's called Hen of the Woods. Our friend Andrew should actually have access to them. They're sold in Kroger. You can also get them off Amazon. Hen of the Woods chips. Best chips I've ever had. Chat! Thank you for that complete level 6 hype train. Are y'all ready for some raffles? Are we ready for the raffles, folks? Cliff, you may also enter if you would like. Anyone can enter. You do not have to be domestic. You can be international. The whole point of this is, with a hype train, is that it pays for shipping as well. So feel free to go ahead and enter if you would like, but absolutely no pressure at all to do so. We will do the 6 stickers first, and then we will do the pins, okay? All right, Chip's name, Travel the World. Let me, I will type it out, and then we will do the sticker raffle. So it is Hen of Woods. Very delicious. Red wine vinegar chips that they have. Also, guys, go check out our friend More and More. More and More! We love you, More and More. More and More, that was a lovely crossover stream 50 episode that you had. Congratulations on that podcast hitting 50 episodes. That's awesome. Cape Cod, nope, Smikes. This one, even better. Even more delicious. Smikes. All right, are y'all ready for some sticker raffles? Let's go ahead and start it up, folks. First raffle goes to, in a good old-fashioned 3, 2, and 1. Quoth the Raven! Quoth the Raven 91. Quoth, which sticker would you like, Quoth? Which sticker? Do you want one of the band members? Do you want one of these here? Or do you want to roll for the golden one? Which one would you like, Quoth the Raven? There is no wrong answer. Only one that you would like to have done. Which one would you like, Quoth the Raven? Quoth the Raven, which sticker would you like? And Smikes, thank you for nerfing that Buttspot comment. Buttspot was being very naughty and trying to get Kevin's emotes. Buttspot doesn't have Kevin emotes. I'm sorry, Buttspot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Buttspot. I'm sorry, Buttspot. I will do blue. So this one's purple. Is that okay, Quoth? That one's purple. Just double checking with you that the purple one is okay. Purple works. Okay, awesome. Quoth, if you would not mind, please sending me your mailing address, and we'll get this shipped out to you. Just send me that mailing address, Twitch Whisper or Discord. All right, number two, 3, 2, and 1. Music Girl. Music Girl 95 winning the sticker. Music Girl 95, congratulations on winning that sticker. She might be streaming right now, so Music Girl, congratulations on winning the sticker. I will go tell Music Girl that she won this sticker. She did. Oh, there she is. Love you, Music Girl. Music Girl, which sticker would you like? And if you don't mind, madame, I can give it to you when we meet in just a few days, because that might be a little bit, or I can mail it out to you too. It does either one is fine, Music Girl, if you would like. We can mail it out to you, or you can pick one when you come here, because Music Girl gets to meet little baby Alona in just a few days. Don't bother mailing it. All right, you pick when you come here, Music Girl. You pick when you come here, okay? Or you can pick now, whatever you'd like. All right. Number 3 for the sticker, folks. Number 3 for the sticker in 3, 2, and 1. Little Oxide! Little Oxide, which sticker would you like, Little Oxide? Which sticker would you like? Would you like any of the Twitch words? Would you like the band members? Or do you want to roll for the golden one? Do you want to roll for the golden one? Or pick one, Little Oxide? Or you can yeet as well. Alex, I don't know if that would make a good sticker. The yeeting. It might make a good, I don't know, like it'd be an interesting action shot if we can get that, like, looking really nice. I don't know. Do yeet? Little Oxide, you have won the sticker. You have won the sticker, Little Oxide. Let us know. Let's roll. Oh my goodness. All right. We are rolling for a gold sticker, chat. There's little baby Alona. Alright, let us roll for the golden sticker on the wheel of cookiness. Little Oxidide, you won the green sticker. Congratulations on winning the green sticker, Little Oxidide. I hope that is okay. The wheel giveth and the wheel taketh sometimes. You know. The wheel, I mean, Lady Lara Croft. I have no idea what else to call it. The wheel of cookiness, if you will. Alright. Next sticker number 4. In 3, 2, and 1. Debs! Debs, you've won a sticker! Debs, which sticker would you like, madame? Which is the sticker that speaks to your heart? Debs is gonna be... There's gonna be a lot of... I know. Antonia, the guitar Antonia is Gucci? Just making sure, Debs. The guitar Antonia is Gucci with you. Yes, okay, excellent. Alrighty. Thank you, Debs. Alright, sticker number 5. Sticker number 5 in a good old-fashioned 3, 2, and 1, chat. Peekaboo! Peekaboo, which sticker? Peekaboo, would you like? Peekaboo draws. Hi, Supernatural Rider. Hello, Supernatural. How you doing, Supernatural Rider? I hope you're doing well, Supernatural Rider. We're having some raffles for some of the stickers. Some of the stickers is being raffled. And Peekaboo draws just one of these stickers, and we're gonna ask Peekaboo what they would like. Antonia, you got it, Peekaboo. Peekaboo, you and Debs are the first 2 people to pick the Antonia one. You and Debs are the first ones to pick the Antonia sticker. Alright, one more sticker, folks, in 3, in 2, in 1. Toxic Mystic Wolf! Toxic Mystic Wolf. Come on up to the front of the line, Toxic. Toxic, you want a sticker? Toxic. Which sticker would you like, Toxic? Mystic Wolf. Purple, you got it. Toxic. Could you please either on Discord, so you can join the server if you would like, absolutely no pressure to. You can either message me, shoot me a DM on Discord, or on Twitch Whisper to let me know which sticker your mailing address, so I can mail this out to you. We usually mail out stuff once a week. I have stuff to pick up at the P.O. Box, so it'll probably be later on this week, but we'll send it out. Whisper, thank you, Toxic. Hello, Tolkien Town. How you doing, Tolkien Town? Tolkien Town, we're just about to do some more raffles. We have 2 more to do. Guys, let's go check out the lovely Supernatural Rider. Hello, Supernatural Rider. All right, the next 2 items, sorry, chat. 2 items are 2 pins. 2 hard enamel pins that we'll be shipping out to the lovely Wiener. You have 3 options. You have the Twitch words, you have the Antonia pin, or the Kevin pin. Those are what are on the docket. ! Raffle to get on in. If you're already in, you're still in. Nothing has changed. So we have 2 pins to raffle off now. 2 pins to raffle off, folks. 2 pins. Hello, Archeros. Hi, Archeros. How you doing, Archeros? Archeros, how you doing today, Archeros? Archeros! Guys, we'll give Archeros a fancy pan shout out in just one moment. Archeros is an amazing maker and crafter extraordinaire. All right, let's go ahead, folks, and do the roll for the pins. 3, 2, and 1. Bex! Bex. Oh, Bex, you have won the sticker! You have won the sticker, Bex. Bex, which sticker would you like? Or not sticker, my goodness, pin. I am still in the sticker. Bex, which pin would you like? Bex, there is Antonia. Hard enamel Antonia, Bex. Or hard enamel Kevin. or Beck's Twitch Words acrylic pen. There is not yet a pin. Purple, you got it, Bex. You got it, Bex. Thank you so much, Bex. Hi, Census! Hello, Census. All right, one more pin to raffle off, folks. Not a sticker, but a final pin to raffle off. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the final pin in the good old-fashioned 3, 2, and 1? Yogurt Garrow! Yogurt Garrow, which pin would you like, Yogurt Garrow? Which pin, Yogurt Garrow, would you like, madame? Tell me all the things. Guys, also go check out the lovely and amazing, by the way, Archeros, who popped down in here. Lovely Archeros in his house. Makercraft extraordinaire. We love you, Archeros. Yogurt Garrow, would you like Antonia, the Twitch Words, or Purple Kevin? Which one would you like, Yogurt Garrow? Which one would you like? Tell me, man. We'll get it shipped out to you. Lovely Yogurt Garrow. Let me write that down as well. Little Oxide, thank you for the tier 1 gifts to the Smileyverse. Thank you, Little Oxide. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Words, you got it. You got it. Awesome. Thank you guys again for that crazy amount of support on that hype train. Congrats to all the winners. We'll be mailing that off to y'all this week, as we always do. Usually like Thursday or Friday. I'm able to get out, go to the post office, pick up stuff at the PO, and also ship these out. I know we have stuff that arrived at the PO box. For example, our lovely friend Becca sent her art piece from that she did for the Antonia in Your Style, and I think there's a couple of other ones that are coming to the PO box as well. So that's some of the things that we'll be picking up from the PO, but I'll also be mailing off these components. So guys, congrats to all the winners. Thank you again for all the love and support. Appreciate you guys extreme. All right, chat, are y'all ready for some microscopy? I do know that we still have to, I have to put on the ferret onesie, folks. I realize that I have to put on the ferret onesie. So we will put on the ferret onesie.
Science, know you. You're the cutest. I know that you deserve it, Juno. You a star over here. I'll reverse the card like Uno.
No, you Yogurt? Yes. Yogurt Girl is breathtaking. Even though she threw an egg. She came in here today, chat. The lovely Yogurt Girl. We've been besties since the beginning of this whole Twitch journey. She comes in, throws an egg on my face. Look, I love your face. How about? Smike's totally. Look, it's very easy to blame one of the moderators that, you know, they had you throw eggs at the streamer's face. It's very easy to do that. However, Yogurt Girl, I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with it. And you know what, ma'am? It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Chat! I will put on the ferret onesie. While I am doing so, I'll give y'all a freebie of a redemption to watch this piece from Celestial Bean Art, who you guys should all go follow. Bean is one of our amazing friendos. Go check out the best bean there ever did bean. And go yeet as well. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Ballant the science guy. Ballant the science guy. Science rules. Ballant the science guy. SciAnts is a partner on Twitch. With lovely wife Lita. Ballant the science guy.
Alrighty. Hi, Carlo! 20 minutes. Alright, let's quickly tell Carlo. We have to tell Carlo how much we love Carlo, chat. We have to tell you, because it is, isn't it really good? It's pretty awesome. Debs! Debs, if you lived in the Old West, as a pioneer, Debs, like on the new frontier, Debs, you would be not called Debs. You'd be Debediah. That's the fancy way of saying explorer extraordinaire is the Debediah. I know, Smikes, it's an interesting name, but I don't make these rules up. This is what This is the history that America has put forth. Smikes. Chat! Let me go ahead and hop over to the other screen. We're going to start doing microscopy. As you saw, Carlo the Stream Scribe will be with us in not too long, and he'll be doing live letter art. That will, y'all can pick what kind of, if you would like to have your name done. Debs, I can't remember, Debs, if you've had your name done. So we can do your name, Debs, and anyone else who would like to have their name done. He'll be live in the top corner, again, doing beautiful letter art, which is, it's, again, one of my favorite parts of the Monday stream. You did already? Well, Debs, you can have another one if you want, Debs. You can have 30 done, Debs. That's the beauty of it, Debs. You can keep going, Debs. Like, maybe, Debs, today you're like, you know what? I really like the color purple. And when I had it done last time, I really hated the color purple. And now you're like, you know what? Purple is the color for me. I can't live without more purple in my life. And so we will do whatever. Is your favorite? See, I knew it, Debs. I knew it. Debs, I had a sneaking suspicion, Debs. Purple is a pretty awesome color. Thank you for contributing to the community game night and the community Discord movie night challenge. We do have those 2 challenges going, folks. If we complete the movie night, we will watch on Discord the cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and Arno Vosloo. And if we complete the other challenge, we will do a game night. I bought the game, oh gosh, what is it called? Jackbox Party Games. And it has this really fun mode called Quiplash. We'll play that. We'll also play some Gartic Phone. And that'll be what we'll do for our community game night. So that will be when we do it like later on a Wednesday, but we might do it on a Thursday. We'll see about what week it hits, and we'll figure it out. The movie night we'll probably do on the weekend sometime. I'm thinking that'd be kind of fun. It would probably be a Sunday movie. When is the ferret interview? I'm not yet sure, Gwen. Bean and I were chatting about making something like a bigger event out of it than what we had earlier. And so we're coming up with something. There's stuff in the works, Gwendolyn P. There's stuff happening that we're trying to come up with. Maybe, possibly, potentially. But it will be fun, Gwen. At least on some level. I might find it fun, Gwendolyn P. Alright, chat. Are you ready for some Ancient Amber? We do have some Ancient Amber ready to go. To look underneath the microscope, we can identify what the heck is happening here. So, this will be our first piece of the evening. Oh my god. Gwen, I already have a suspicion of what we have here. Alright, folks, let's go ahead and adjust the lighting, and you can see the zoom out look. My only hint of what is in here, of my sneaking suspicion, is that this is something that will make Gwen smile, laugh, and chuckle beyond all possible reason. I think just a quick glance, this is the sample that Belit never really wants to see, and now we have one. So, Dino Snot, I wish it was Dino Snot. I wish it was Dino Snot, peekaboo. One day, we might be lucky enough to get like a dino feather. Not from Dominican Amber. It would have to be from Burmese Amber, but that is at least at some point. It might be Gwen. I think at a very quick glance, I feel like it might be some kind of roach. Spectre, the sneaker arrived. Awesome! Spectre, I hope it arrived in one piece. Spectre, if it didn't, I blame the angry person who shook their cane at me. That they went in and they harassed the male Spectre. But let me know if it looks okay. Is it Papa Roach? So it's not singing Cut My Life Into Pieces. This is my last resortification. No breathing. Don't give a F about coming on being, and so it's a whole thing. Smikes. It has not those lyrics written on it. So it might not be Papa Roach or Mama Roach. It might be Baby Maggot. Gwendolyn P, you know you love Papa Roach and Jacoby Shaddix. Don't even at me, Gwendolyn P. Don't even at me. I know how much you love Papa Roach. First song I said, Quath. Come on now. You and I know. We know the good stuff. You got your mug, Token Tao? I'm so glad, Token Tao. I'm glad that you got your mug. The special limited edition SciAnts partner mug. Nope, I know, Gwen. It's okay, Gwen. It kind of looks like a moth. So we're going to zoom in. We're going to analyze it. I like to get this, 1,000-foot view as well. I haven't looked any more than what y'all have seen here. I've not ever looked at these samples. We look at them live together. We learn together at the same time. Hello, Mixed Syntax. Welcome on in. We learn together at the same time. This right here is the insect. At a very, very quick glance, it looks to me like a cockroach. Again, we are covered right now with bubbles, and also, like, there is Little Miss Olympus. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We do love our Greco-Roman gods here, so it's great to have you here. Great to have you. Welcome on in. Just know, Kratos is welcome here, so if there's any beef that you have with Kratos, please be safe. The antenna is quite long. Busty, first time chat. Hello, Busty. Welcome on in. So flea. Okay, not a bad guess. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna adjust the field of view. We're not gonna do a quick look yet. I just want to give y'all a size estimate as to how big this critter is, because flea and louse could very well be the right shape, but let me adjust all the lighting and whatnot. Sorry, y'all, the measurements. Let's get the right measurement up in here. There we go. Let's adjust the lighting a wee bit. It is, as Smike says, it is a big boy. So there we go. These ticks are all centimeters, or millimeters. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're looking at, let me look at under the scope as well. With full extension of the antenna, it's over a centimeter, but otherwise the length of the body is about 9 millimeters. Difficulty on size, yeah. So Miss Syntax, we do have this ruler. You see, it's a very thin ruler. It's see-through. It allows it to do the work. Named by our friend Cliff Alistair McLean as King Charles III. Why we named this King Charles III? For some reason, this ruler came from Jamaica. Why? No idea. But it came from Jamaica, and that's what we ended up calling it. So chat, let us do a little bit of a closer inspection of what we see here. Yep, and as Gwen pointed out, they are 30 million years old, so they're not current samples. So it's going to look a little bit different in geological and evolutionary time compared to modern day samples and sizes. So there could be differences in sizes, and there could be differences in texture and shape as well. But a lot of it with 30 million, we've gotten a fair bit of conservation in those body parts. Hello, Jelly Dub! Jelly, how you doing today? Jelly, we're looking at some ancient amber. As Gwen pointed out, this is 30 million years old, and we're just trying to identify what the heck is in here. Again, I'm leaning on the roach side of things, but if we look at the image, y'all, there are a fair bit of bubbles, and there's this large amount of schmutz right here. I hope that if we flip over the sample, we'll see a much cleaner image. Yes, I agree, Miss Syntax. The head structure and then the fibrous nature of the legs and the antenna also looks pretty, very much like your modern day cockroach. No. Yes, and my wife is very terrified of cockroaches. I'm also very unsettled by them. And so Smikes' test, if she screams it, yes, it will. That is a confirmation. However, Smikes, that means stream instant end, and you may or may not see me for a couple of days. So we gotta be safe on that front. First time catching. Well, Mixed Syntax, we're very happy to have you here. Mondays we look at a lot of samples underneath the microscope. I'm not always in a onesie. We just ran a hype train on me, and then for hype trains I put on the ferret onesie. So that's why we're in a onesie, not because it's my standard attire. I promise. Usually, maybe, potentially, I don't know. Sometimes. Let's go ahead and flip over the sample and see if we can get a better vantage point, because I think that'll much better answer these questions. Well, if anything, it's worse. If anything, this is an absolute worse viewpoint. It's unfortunately filled with bubbles, y'all. And that's probably the sharpest image that we're gonna be. It looks really pretty, just from like an aesthetic perspective. But getting like, it's not even the bubbles. It's, y'all see how getting stuff in focus is really difficult. It's because there's all these swirls here. There's just a lot of imperfections in the amber, so we're not going to be able to get a clean image on that front. The long things, yep. So Cliff, better, more visible in this image here. These are antennal connections. Hi, Twitch Addict! Hello, Twitch Addict! How you doing, Twitch Addict? Welcome on in, Twitch Addict. And hello, Kodali. Welcome on in. So Cliff, these to me look like they're the antennal connections. From this angle, it's, if I'm looking under the scope, I do see that there is some flavor of attachment still. It looks like, so Cliff, the image of this is a little misleading to really get at if it's the antennal structure. I need a better image to show you, Cliff. It does look like that they're not... Oh, hold on. Here we go, Cliff. Cliff, we may have gotten it. Okay, so Cliff. This side view. So Cliff, there is some kind of attachment. If we zoom in right here, that's attached at the head. But then this structure is not, it's not clear if it was always attached or if it never was attached. This is the one that we kept seeing on the front image, Cliff. That doesn't look like it's part of it, but there is this radiation here that it looks like there might be an antenna here, and it might not be a full length. It may have broken from something earlier in the like the process of preservation. So it's not conclusive, unfortunately, Cliff. Again, the colors here that are throwing it off. If there is much more of a solid line, I'd be more comfortable. Hi, Coffee Rocks! Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. If you type exclamation point Coffee Rocks, egg, exclamation point egg, I will make you smile. Maybe. Hopefully. Coffee. Maybe. Possibly Coffee Rocks. Possibly will make you smile if you type egg. Nah. Coffee Rocks throwing eggs at me. Coffee, that's the Easter Kevin animation for you. I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoy. I'm trying to get... Here we go. Actually. There we go. Actually, Cliff, this might be the best view that we get of the head. Let me go ahead and adjust it a little bit more, Cliff. There was a little bit more in view of the eyes here. There we go. Again, unfortunately, we have so much schmutz in the way, which is very much obstructing the view. But this is our very first cockroach sample, I think. Cliff, you can see here the eyes. Right here. And then actually we can see a lot more of the body. So Cliff was suggesting the possibility of a leaf hopper. However, you can see this image clearly shows that there's a thorax here. And then here's the large underpass of the abdomen. And you can even see almost the beetle shell like appearance. Feline Fancy! Miss Fancy, welcome the heck in. Thank you for the resub, Feline. How you doing, Feline? Welcome on in, madame. Folks, if you don't know Feline Fancy, Miss Fancy is one of the kindest souls on the planet. She always makes time for you, always make you feel special. She's your streamer extraordinaire. Plays cat-related games sometimes, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Little Nightmares, and many, many more. Guys, go check out the amazing Feline Fancy. If everyone was like Feline, there would be no war, plague, or famine in this world, chat. Feline, how you doing today? And guys, there is her Throne wish list. There's her Fourth Wall merch. There's all her stuff. Go check out Miss Feline Fancy. How you doing, Feline? Feline, we're looking at something kind of scary. Scary for me, anyway. It's a cockroach. We can actually see its unique body parts throughout with the thorax, the abdominal structure. Yep, this is Dominican too, Glenn. Yeah. And yes, coffee. Listen, Coffee Rocks. I learned today from our friend Debs that yolk is actually good for your skin. Look, coffee, until this morning, I had no idea this was a beneficial thing. And now Coffee Rocks, my whole world is turned upside down. In fact, I was told earlier in the stream to take a bath in some yolk so I don't look so aged. I feel like it would be very sticky. But yeah. Toxic Mystic Wolf having to go. No worries, Toxic Mystic. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for the follow, and I hope you enjoy the sticker. We'll send it out to you later on this week. Sewer surfing from Joe's apartment. Uh-oh. Alex, should I go jump in a sewer? There are raccoons in the sewer around here, Alex. They're very cute, but I don't think I should go play with them. Thank you, Toxic. And to you, Buttspot. Why, Buttspot? So let's try to get one more angle of this, and we'll also do an overpass and see where else, if there's anything else in here. Gwen, I feel like we can still get one more good image. Maybe from the front view if I start moving things around and we can get something a little bit cleaner. But it's just... it's not as good as I would want it to be. But maybe if we move stuff around the right way, Gwen. Oh, here we go. That might be a very good image. Hi, Harry! Again, I know, Gwen, it's not ideal. But let's try to correct for the color a little bit too. There we go. Those are the two. Hi, Risto. I got a package from you today, Risto Rock. Risto, I got a package from you, Risto. Joe's Apartment is a film. Oh, based on an SNL skit of a guy who cohabitates with singing. No, oh my goodness, Alex, I would die. Alex, that would scare me too much. Risto, we do. Risto, when you are available, Risto, I have the box over there. I wanted to wait for you. We can do it now or we can do it later. Risto, there is absolutely no pressure. I know you have an appointment in a little bit. Do it after your appointment. Do it later in the evening. Or we can do it a different day. I wanted you to be here before we actually look at it. You have time now? Okay, awesome. So chat, we're going to quickly look at Risto's item. And then we will look back and round up our roach in this particular image before we move on to the next piece of amber. It's really, really pretty, though. As terrifying as it is. Welcome, Brother Bugs. And Sister Insects. Oh, my goodness. It's too much, Alex. Yo! Applied the face, let it dry completely, then washed it off. Much better. Really? Coffee. Huh. Coffee Rocks, I'm fascinated. I also love eating eggs, Coffee. Just as an aside. I love eating eggs. Alright, chat. I do, Risto. Risto, can I read this out loud? Hi, Theo! Hello, Theo. Oh, my goodness. Theo, how you doing, Theo? The lovely, breathtaking Mothgoth in his house, along with Risto Rock. Guys, a couple more shout-outs. We do have Risto in his house. Go follow Risto Rock. Risto loves minerals and crystalline structures. Little appendages at the abdomen. Along here, Cliff, yeah, those are the legs there. Theo, type exclamation point egg. Exclamation point egg, Theo. You kicked booty at work today? I know you did, Theo. Theo, it's because you're a legend. Theo, how dare! How dare, Theo! How dare, Theo, throwing an egg on my face, Theo? No, but seriously, thank you, Thea. You're cheap. Amateur archaeologist, don't you dare think that you won't be getting your fancy pants shout out as well. Amateur, how you doing, madame? Amateur archaeologist, folks, in the his house. Oh, little antennae. Will look, Cliff. It looks like there are some antennal structures here. At a car, oh yes, that is very true, Theo. At a car, it ruins the paint. Ruins the paint. Guys, we got some stickers from Risto I want to show y'all. They're called circus. Are you pulling my leg, Cliff? Are we having a circus here, Cliff Hauser McLean? No, I believe you, Cliff. Chat, got some stickers from Risto. This is one of the star seeds. Oh, on his butt. There might be something there, Cliff. We can get that better in focus. We can get that better in focus, Cliff. Hi, Theo. Hi, Rory. We got one star seed from Risto. We got the holographic infinity star seed. Look at that. Risto, this one turned out really cool. I love the hollow stickers. We have the hype sticker from Risto. It's not holy, it's just green. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of green. Actually, we're going to turn on the third camera. Because, y'all, there is so much green here. The stickers! Quoth the Raven, indeed. Yes, I did draw some of these. These two, made by me. This one is a pixel cut. No, pixel cuts? I believe, right, Risto? Another star seed. That one's that one's cute. It's got the little band-aid across the face. Oh no, Risto, is he injured? Risto, is he injured? We also have the classic Risto sticker, the Ristoverse, blasting off into the Ristoverse, as we know. Hard hat, but why is the mouth covered, Risto? Is he injured, Risto? We also have, there is the one that Peekaboo just dropped, this star seed right here. That's one of Risto's animated emotes. And then we also have Blork, the vibing alien, chat. Look at that. That's an all kinds of vibes right there. Risto, these are lovely. Guys, I never know what to do with stickers anymore. I feel like I want a sticker board where I can put the stickers from the community members. Like, I have stickers from Zedman and a couple of other friendos, and I never want to put them anywhere because I worry that it's just, like, going to just... Like, what if I don't like it there in, like, a few months, and then that's the only sticker that I have of theirs, and then I just spiral, and then I don't have their sticker forever, and it's like precious memories fall out the window, and I just destroyed our friendship or something crazy like that. So, I think a sticker book might be a good way to do it. May or may not have a science shrine. Love you, Skip. A border picture, or at Deb's also, a sticker booklet would be a wise item to get as well. I think that would have some benefit as well. That way, I know Quoth can see now inside like how Bullet might be a little bit having anxiety ridden. Yeah, we also got one more item from Risto, chat. We got this sphere. Risto, what is this sphere? It is a rock of sort. Risto rock. We will look at it under the microscope. It is Druseed moss agate. Her fish. Oh my god, Skip, you're far too sweet. Skip, that little girl melts my heart every time. Druseed moss agate that we have in here, folks. Now, Risto, does that mean fossilized moss by chance? There is a crystallized hole in there. Okay, yes, got it. High Tech! Hello, High Tech Redneck Dev. How you doing, High Tech? Welcome on in, High Tech. I got accepted to the Doctor Pharmacy program at University of Maryland, Baltimore. Congratulations, underscore clowns. Underscore, let's get you some hype. Congratulations, underscore. Big congrats. High Tech, how you doing today, High Tech? Guys, a couple more shout outs. We also have Amateur Archaeologist and High Tech Redneck Dev in his ass. Guys, go check out Amateur Archaeologist. Legendary Soul Extraordinaire Amateur is on her partner Poosh. Go check out Amateur Archaeologist. Amateur, we love your face, madame. And then we'll also give one to High Tech. We have High Tech's. We'll do the fancy shout out, but right now we have this one just for the moments. How you doing, High? You doing well? High Tech, nice stream this weekend. Are those ants or squids? Neither. That is a cockroach, we feel. Cliff, I'll pull this up in just one moment. No sorries at all, Cliff. Plus, I forgot my therapist on vacation, so my appointment isn't happening. I'm sorry about that, Risto. I hope everything's okay. Moss agate, also called monkastone, grayish to milky white agate. Variety of silica mineral quartz that contain opaque, dark-covered inclusions whose branching patterns resemble ferns, mosses, or other vegetation. The included materials, mainly manganese and for iron oxides, inorganic origin. Series of dusty crystal minerals form on the surface of another stone. Many kinds of druzy because there are many types of minerals. Each type of druzy has particular characteristics such as crystal size, luster, and color. Ooh, very cool. Well, let's check it out on the scope. Risto says that there is a crystalline opening here. And actually, chat, that has been... Yep, that has been 20 minutes. That has been 20 minutes, so Bullet can revert back. So I don't overheat. Whoa. It's just a small... So, Risto... Is it that one there? Is that the part of it, Risto, right here? Just so I'm looking at the right place. Yes, okay, sweet. Sweet. There was one other actually opening on it, Risto. And I was wondering if that's a potential place that we can look as well. Or if that's just an incidental one. But we'll take a look underneath the scope. And then we'll go back. Cliff, I have your link ready to go. So we'll look at the link in just one moment for the animal that we have under the microscope. Okay, there's another small. Cool. Excellent. Risto, you teach me so much about minerals and stones, my friend. I appreciate you. Guys, also, if you join Risto's stream, you'll actually be able to... I think Risto has a mineral deep dive redeem. Also, Skip knows a fair bit about minerals as well. So both Risto and Skip would be good resources to go to because they have a whole collection. They know a fair bit about it as well. And yes, I do have the intro. It's right up there, Risto. It's right up on the shelf next to Lita's grandfather's microscope. And the other part of the shelf, Risto, above it has your image, your drone photo of the lighthouse, which is right there. Every day I get to look at stuff that reminds me of Risto. All right, let us see if this is even feasible. Oh, no. Alrighty, folks. This is going to be a little bit of a doozy. Let's see if I can even manage this. The sample is quite large. So y'all can't see. So what I just did was I raised up the microscope stage much higher. So hopefully we can get some visibility underneath it. No guarantee. Sometimes the focal plane is still going to be less than ideal. But let's see what we can do here. Yeah, well, Risto, we better. Risto, I would take it to TwitchCon, but I feel like that much of a carry-on might be a difficult one. Alright, cool. Sorry, let me adjust the lighting. Thank you, Spectre. So we're looking inside here. Hi, Daria! Inside the opening as Risto directed us. So Risto, again, it's a little bit difficult to see inside just because of the kind of scope that we have, and like it needs to like go up much, much higher. Hold on, let me see if I can fiddle with it. There we go. This is a little bit cleaner of a look. Look at that. All right, we're getting it better now. Hi, DMX. You got your stickers? Awesome, DMX. How are you doing today? Thank you for the lurk, Skip. Druzy, like many gemstones, is naturally occurring and happens when water brings minerals to the rock surfaces. Then the water evaporates. During this process, cooling occurs and the minerals are left behind. Oh, gotcha, Risto. Gotcha, that makes sense. They arrived well. DMX, awesome. DMX, I was worried because there was that angry person in line, and she threatened to hit me with a... Well, she didn't really threaten, but I felt like she wanted to hit me with her cane. Alright, Risto, this is the entrance. Moving slowly to figure out the right positioning here. That's really cool looking. So you can see there's probably like all these little edges and rims that Risto was talking about. It looks like almost little water paths, and they presumably evaporated away to leave these little patterns like Risto was saying. That is really cool. I also like these little inside caverns. I think, Risto, some of the past samples that you've shown us or sent also had like these little crystalline croppings and like openings, which I don't know. I think those are really, really pretty to see something like that. Let's see. Here's a second one. Oh, that one's really interesting looking. This one's a very, very different texture compared to the other one. So it's again another one of these openings. Risto, you're very sweet, my friend. You know that. Thank you. I appreciate the heck out of you. This is the other crack into it, and it's very different in texture. And quite cool, I think. Looks a lot more crystally on this one. Like almost a sea of crystals on this opening versus the deeper one that's the like more in cavern. Oh, and there's a couple more. There's some on the other side too. Let's check that out. While we're doing that, let's also give a shout out to our friend High Tech Detective. I love your face, High Tech. Guys, go check out High Tech Detective, another maker and crafter extraordinaire on the platform and one of our friendos. Go check out High Tech. I got you on Friday's VOD. Great subject outpost EEGs. Remember asking about something that back? Yeah, so it was interesting, Coffee. That was a brand new study that just came out, and so I was like, well, I feel like we've talked about that, and folks have been really interested about it. So let's go ahead and like I was kind of blown away on that news story, Coffee. I thought it was really cool, and again, it brings us into like an ethical debate on what's okay to do on an octopus versus what's not. And did we have a resolution? I don't think so. But, and I don't think we can easily get a resolution on that front either. Spectre, thank you for the right. There we go. This is a smaller opening. It's really neat to see inside of this. Like, the stone is so smooth on the outside, and obviously it's because it's polished. But then you see inside of what it looks like. It's almost like this weird, spongy cavern. that's going on inside. Risto, out of curiosity, have you ever cracked one of these open and looked what it looks like inside? I'd just be very curious if this is all that you see if you were just to crack this thing open. Presumably that is what you would see. And I'm not cracking this open. This is far too beautiful to break. I'm just wondering, like, because all the little nooks and crannies and little extra pieces, right, it's very different, chat, than if we look at just the outside of this. You know, obviously polished, very smooth, but you don't see like those crystalline repeating structures that we were seeing there. Have it the heart. Yeah, no, I got you on that, Risto, because it's almost like it's destroying it, but it would answer. It'd be an interesting thing to look inside of it. I'm not saying crack open anything. I'm just curiosity, Risto. You know, I can't help it. I get excited. But it's a very beautiful piece. Risto, thank you so much. And yeah, y'all, I won this on Risto's 1 year, 600 follower subathon stream. And he actually, poor Risto had to go 2 days because we ran a lot of trains on him. And it was an honest, it was so freaking fun with him. You can take the anhydrite and have it cracked. I'd be interested in both the internal. Risto, it's so beautiful though. I don't wanna crack it. I'm having the same issue as you. Like, part of me is really interested about the internal anatomy of these, but the other part of me really doesn't want to crack it open because I just worry about, you know, destroying the integrity of like of how beautiful the piece is, and so I just don't want to mess with it. Is that a hammer? It is hammer. Hammer's Alex is like, let's just do it. Live on stream. Boom. Keep an eye for an anhydro with the intention to crack on. Awesome, Risto. Risto, thank you again for the mineral, and thank you for the stickers. I appreciate the heck out of you, my good sir. Put the anhydro next to me. There we go. Oh, not the anhydro. This right here. It'll be sitting right next to me, Risto. I think it's a good spot right there next to me. All right. Chat. Something hasn't been polished. Yeah, it's Risto. It's hard, right? Because you want the polished stuff for like actual person collection, but then like, because it's a beast, I would imagine, to do by yourself and the amount of specialized material that you would need. But what can you do, right? Hello, Nerdy Knots. Nerdy Knots. A little birdie told me that you got a sticker today. Nerdy Knots, is this true? Did y'all get a sticker? Nerdy Knots, did y'all get a sticker in the mail? There we go. All right, we're back with our little one. Of course, Nerdy Knots, thank you for being a supporter of SciAnts. You did get the sticker? Excellent. Nerdy Knots, there's a new command that's live. You can type !egg. You can type !egg. Yeah, I'm just resetting the microscope to the right height. This should be a good height to work at. Okay. Friends in Vegas who has mineral connections. Oh, that'll be really cool, Risto. Risto, it's awesome that you've got friendos, like where we're gonna go to. You can hang out. We'll have to see if we can get them onto the Twitchosphere, get them some tickets to get on into the convention. All right, so chat, we have a suspicion as to what this insect might be. Our lovely friend Cliff Alistair McLean sent us an image of the classic structure of what this creature might be. And the suspicion that we have, Risto, I know you can leave if you need to, but it kind of looks like a cockroach. It has the right head shape. It's got the right back style body, like beetle structure. It's got the right leg number. We're looking for a couple of features to really confirm that that is in fact what it is. If it is in fact that, which we will see, it should have some of these additional structures. Now, the big thing Cliff was pointing out was the cersus here. Right on the back, there's these two little appendages that are coming out next to the styli, or styluses. So we'll need to see if we can find that. The antenna are what I wonder if what we were looking under earlier that looked like were ripped off. Right, because the one that was ripped, if it was ripped off, I mean, I don't think we can confirm or deny whether or not it's the antennal structures that are removed. That's about the right size for an antenna. The compound eyes and the head look right to me, as does, we do see both the prothorax and the mesothorax in one of these images. Actually, let me cut back to that. In this one, it's quite visible. We see all the unique thoracic structures here and here. And even as we zoom in, there's the prothorax and there's the mesothorax right there. So that is correct. Now then, the stylus and the cerci, if I'm saying it correctly, that's what's not quite in focus. And that's the one little thing that we're trying to analyze and see if we can find to get a real confirmation. Make sure, as Quoth the Raven says, it's indeed not a flea, but Gwendolyn P's cockroach. Gwen has been looking forward to a cockroach here for many, many months. And Gwen, I want to make sure that you're happy and not, you know, worthy of egging me, because it's any one of these things. It could happen. And Gwen, it's true. We want to be all Gucci.
Gucci.
Big Gamey, how did you trigger your sound, Big Gamey? Far too kind. Big Gamey, we got a couple of more Gucci's. Remember, folks, there is on the Discord a channel where you can, it says Say Gucci, and you can submit a sound clip to say, and you just say Gucci, and we'll upload it. We've got one outstanding one right now that is Cliff Hauser McLean. No, not Cliff's. Whose is it? Tactics is to add. And then we'll, any more that we get, we'll add as well. We usually don't do it one at a time. But if we got a couple more, then I'll add another bulk group. So please consider submitting a Say Gucci. We also have some friendos who are going to submit additional ones. I know Gwendolyn P is going to submit 13, and Debs is going to submit another 6. I have this confirmed, chat. Debs is going to submit 6, and Gwen's going to submit another 13. Guys, let's go ahead and try to find those 2 body parts on this animal. It's one of those where I feel like this angle... Oh, maybe... Not sure. Mine is up. Kai, let's see. I should be up. They should be up. We did, we have one left that hasn't been converted. And that's Tactics. The rest are up. There's like 34 or 35? 34 or 35 that are up. And it's randomized, so you never know which one's going to show up. Cliff, there might be right here and right here. It looks like there are a pair of somethings here. So I'm from another angle. I'll try to move it around, but from this, it looks like there might be something there. And butt spot, yes. I wonder, Cliff, that might be it. But we'll flip it over and look at all those bubbles. They must have make. They must have. There's a lot of bubbles, unfortunately, in this sample. I am not a huge fan of them make because it really makes it difficult for us to see anything. But it's just one of those things of like, well, there's unfortunately nothing we can do. So the back view clip is going to be really difficult to get. That one's totally cutting out on visibility for me. Wonder if the back will go. What program? Val, we use... Quickly see it. It's called Val... web captioner. Raiders! Tuba Taylor!
Science stream, but we ain't bugging. We over here buckling. You be checking what we got. Have the tracks arrive. I promise that I have prescribed you vibes. The fighters we got are giant. Shout out to the stream for the raid. That's science.
Tuba Taylor! Raiders, welcome on in. Tuba Taylor, how was your stream? What were you up to today? Tell me all the things I want to know. What is Ultimate Chicken Horse? I feel like there needs to be an explanation here, Tuba Taylor. What on earth were you playing? And please, I want to know all the things. And do you also play the tuba? And I feel like you do. I may already know that you do already play the tuba. How was your stream, fellow scientists? You do play a tuba. Well, we have to check you on out. What kind of scientist? What do you stream? What else do you do? Guys, go check out our fellow scientist, Tuba Taylor, who also plays the tuba, as the name would suggest. Tuba Taylor, folks, there's a Vince Peeky out shout out for Tuba Taylor. Tell me how the game went, Tuba Taylor. And welcome on in, first time chatter, X Basic Witch X. Welcome on in. For those of you who first time here, my name is Blent. I am 1/3 of SciAnts streams. The other 2/3 are my lovely wife Lita and our little daughter, baby Alona. As you can see, I've got a bunch of milk spit up on my shirt that I just noticed. Yeah, she turned 2 months old on Saturday. Very, very new baby. We're research scientists. We do interactive science streams here on Twitch 7 days a week. Microscopy, art, sci-fi science, science news of the week, deep dives into scientific topics, games, 3D printing, and more. Welcome the heck in, Raiders. I hope that y'all had a great stream. I would love to hear what on earth the game is about. It's a very unique titled game. Preparing for a charity video game. X Basic Witch, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I'll show you a picture of the little one in just one moment. Preparing for a charity video game tournament, competing to win donations for my local children's hospital. Ultimate Chicken Horse is one of those games. It's a competitive Mario Maker. Ooh, Tuba Taylor. That sounds awesome. And I'm a materials scientist studying nanomaterials. Heck yeah. Tuba Taylor, is there a link that you would like to share with us for the charity event? Like to your charity, if it's live, to information about the charity, or a clip from your stream, or anything else. If there's something I can share, Mikasa Sukasa, feel free. The links are open. You can drop a link into the chat if you would like to share anything, or you can drop it on the Discord as well. Welcome the heck into the colony, everybody. It's great to meet y'all. And guys, go give Tuba Taylor that follow. Fellow scientist and charity streamer. You need nothing else to go give a follow, folks. For the Raiders coming on in, if y'all wouldn't mind hitting that science logo below to refresh your view count, we'd very much appreciate it. That will help bring more science to more people and recommend the channel to more people as well. So again, welcome on in. And we have pinned the message from Tuba Taylor. Donate to Kentucky Children's at My Extra Life page. So we'll pull that up right now over on the main screen. There we go. There is Tuba Taylor. And there it raised $122 out of a 1,000. Let's go ahead and help Tuba Taylor get to that 1,000 follower goal, folks, or $1,000 goal. Right there. T-shirt unlocked, milestones, everything. There's the stream as well. Go support our friendo Tuba Taylor. Again, I have the link pinned in the chat, so you can go ahead and click on it, folks, and make sure to go support our friendo. And University of Kentucky. It's a good university. I had they have a very good basketball team, right? The undergrads, I think there's a big following for UK basketball. And then X Taylor. See, X Basic Witch says our charity team is poised to hit 100,000 lifetime. Heck yeah, Basic, that's awesome. Hi, Crafty Lori, welcome on in. Basic, as promised. There's little baby Alona. That's my that's the background to my phone as well, because she's really, really cute. She's really cute. They're normally good, but they underperformed this year. Gotcha. I have not kept up to date on a lot of college basketball. I had a friend she was really, really into it, and now that I work elsewhere, and I just don't hear about it, so I just don't know. Yeah, she turned 2 months old on Saturday. let's see. One of the older baby photos. Hi, Nerd, do we know? I had an image earlier tonight. Hold on, folks. I had an image earlier tonight. She, let's see. We had an image of her. Here we go. She got a new blanket from our friend Mavis Games. And so she was just totally conked out on this blanket today. It's a really nice blanket, too. It's, like, very textured. A lot of, so that she can touch it and, you know, feel it. She just conked right on this little blanket. So that was her today, being a very silly willy on that blanket. And guys, if you like science as well, if you like NASA and space and all things cool and hip and amazing, go check out Nerduino. I love you, Nerduino. How you doing today, Nerduino? Got the lovely and amazing Nerduino. Sarah's here. Thank you for the donation. Maybe Tuba Taylor. I don't know. We don't want to dox anyone, but if there was someone who donated, can thank you for donating to Tuba Taylor and their lovely cause. Yeah, Nerduino is lovely, Tuba Taylor. You're going to enjoy him. He plays games. Also, NASA scientist of Space Talks. And he's doing an FBI report on one of our friends tonight, Astro Canuck, which is scary. What are we doing here? Tuba Taylor, it's Microscopy Monday, so we're looking at ancient amber. This is 30 million-year-old amber that we're looking underneath the microscope. And we're trying to identify what insects are inside these samples. Now, we have one particular one that we found. And to show y'all, it looks very much like a cockroach. Gwen is very excited about this. So we've got the correct head structure. We have the two thoraxes, the protothorax and the metathorax. We've got the right abdominal structure, and now we're looking at and trying to identify these back structures. I'll show you all the image. These two structures down below are what we're looking for. So right here, the stylus and the cereus, these two are what we're looking for. It was there in the last image. Cliff has better eyes than I do, chat. This one, Cliff? No. Carlo, not yet. We haven't been able to get Carlo on yet. He might join us tonight or he might not. He had a little bit busy this evening, but we'll see. No pressure on him at all, ever. There on the left. Is it this Cliff? Or is it this right here? This? One of my friends is an entomology PhD candidate. I need to get him in here. Yeah, Tuba. So my specialty is... My wife and I both got our PhDs in molecular and systems biology, but we were specialized on fruit flies, ants, and bees. Cliff sees it, chat. Cliff might be a wizard in seeing this. A bubble or a leg. This right here, Cliff, or this? Either one, it looks... I'm not totally clear on what it might be. If it's this little region here, it might be there, Cliff. I think there might be some obstruction. Honestly, there looks like to me something maybe behind this bubble. But let's go ahead and just do a better side view and see if we can get a better image on that front. Gwen is very excited for this, y'all. So we got to make sure to confirm for Gwendolyn P. Alright, so Cliff, this might be the cleanest one we're going to get. So, Cliff, it looks to me like there are some structures down here. It almost looks like there is some wing coming out from the underside from this particular lighting, and then it looks like there are 2 bits coming out right here. So I think this might be the best view, Cliff, that there is in fact something going on in here that is cockroachy, if you will. I think that is what we were looking for, Cliff. Based on that image, is what I feel like that this might be the right image that we're seeing. But yeah, that's my feeling on this, Cliff. I think that we do have a confirmed cockroach now. Yeah, I hope. What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking, Cliff? And then we'll look and see if there's anyone else in this particular sample, and then we'll go on to a second piece for the evening. Again, I think, unfortunately, Gwen, like you mentioned, it does have a lot of bubbles and a lot of schmutz in there, but I do think that we have found a cockroach. It's, again, like the right body shape. We're even getting some of those additional structures out here. It also looks like the wings underneath it, so we're looking at a pretty good conclusion of what that might be. Let's also zoom out and see if there's any other creature in here. Pretty but shy roach. As long as you think it's pretty, Gwen. This might be some kind of flea. Quoth the Raven, I do think we have some kind of little flea here. This one, unfortunately, is just a husk that we're seeing. There's not any clear body in here. It's just... We find these a fair bit where they look almost dried out and like empty of any structure. Like they just emptied their bodies in some particular way. And so that, I think, might be what we're seeing here as well. But given the size of this is so tiny that that's probably what we're aiming at. So this is probably like less, like a centimeter, not a centimeter, a millimeter at the most. And unfortunately, too, the angle at which it is, like maybe I can move it around, but we're not going to get it into like a better focus. See, it's like catching it all, and it's just... It's not a great focus pattern, but there might be another little creature there. And then I thought I saw another one. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. That's actually a really interesting looking sample right there. As you can note, the head's popped off. But it's most likely Gwen's other favorite creature in here. This is probably some kind of gnat. We tend to find a lot of gnats in these samples. They're just, or like midges. They're just really, really tiny insects. So Quoth, it's just far too tiny to be a mosquito. Usually the mosquitoes that you find in the ancient ember is like on the order of a centimeter. This again is about a millimeter in length. And I'm chuckling with Gwen because we find a lot of these midges. Hello, Hugin! How you doing, Hugin? Welcome on, Hugin. Dominus! I know, it's delicious looking. But so, yeah, Quoth, given the size, it's about a millimeter in length. So it's far too small to be a mosquito. Again, most likely we're thinking some kind of midge or another flavor of like fungus gnat, which are usually synonymous with the two, but there are sometimes different classifications between them. But we do see the eyes quite readily, the mouth parts, the antennae, the body, the legs. It has no, Hugin, the head is intact. It just lost its head in an argument. What size has been the smallest that you found in amber? So coffee, probably smallest. You were talking less than 1 millimeter, but it's so small that we just, like, the ruler that we have just is not accurate at less than 1 millimeter in length. So that's the best I can tell you, is less than 1 millimeter. For the largest, I mean, the hell ant is pretty big, measuring in like 3 centimeters, but I think beyond that, that might be the biggest one, coffee. We do have like the moths, and there's a couple of other ants that are on the order of a few centimeters, but nothing giant. So like coffee, the biggest thing. Crafty Lori coming in with a tier 1 gift sub to Dauntless Kazan. Thank you so much, Crafty Lori. Dauntless, please enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes made with love. Thank you so much, Crafty Lori. Dauntless, please thank your gifter and have fun with those emotes and the commands as well that you now have access to. Thank you again, Crafty Lori. So the biggest thing that I've seen, coffee, in the literature, we're looking at, like, where was it? Was this really giant, it was this giant piece that had like a gecko arm in there. And so like that was just part of the body of the gecko that you could see in the amber, and it was just its hand. But so that's what I'm feeling, it's like the edge of size. You don't tend to find anything really, really massive, presumably because the amount of sap that you would need increases with volume, right, to catch something really big. And if you get really, really big, then you're probably able to escape from it, versus something like a tiny, like, gnat, where if you just land on it, the speed at which the sap is flowing maybe is fast enough to overcome and suck up the animal, and so you just run out of time. So that's one suspicion, coffee, that I have, and it's just like escapability. Probably the gecko. In the paper, they were hypothesizing the gecko probably died, and then was covered in the sap, or was dying and then covered in the sap. So like he just couldn't escape because it was already expired. So that's why you don't tend to see larger animals. Theo, you uploaded a Gucci? Theo, you did upload a Gucci! Thank you, Theo. The lovely Smikes has been, big thank you to Smikes. Smikes has been converting all of the samples, or the Gucci's, to the correct file format, and I've been uploading it then. So if you take a quick look at the new samples, do you see one that's super big? You mean, Gwen, the ones that we haven't analyzed?
Where's my drink?
Damn, thank you to 100 nerds!
Drink.
Gwen, do you mean like if I look back at all the uncharacterized ones and just like flip through them? So, Gwen, there have been some. They've tricked me. So if I don't look at them under the microscope, if I just look at my eye, there are some that looks like there's something really big in there. But in the past, Gwen, when we've then looked at that under the scope, it's been very disappointing because it's been trash. Actually, Gwen, why don't we do that right now? I will flip through them and we'll try to see if I see, just at like eye level, see if I find something big. We'll put it under the scope and we'll see if we get disappointed or not. Gwen, does that sound fair to you, Gwendolyn P? I want you to be pleased, Gwendolyn P. And happy. Okay. Excellent. Let me label this one. And we'll put it into its little box. So we have cockroach. Image. Okay. Let's go ahead and find something massive. And again, like Gwen, it was the first time we did one like that. I was so disappointed, Gwen, because again, I try not to look at anything under the scope beforehand. I even saved the hell ant, Gwen. I was very well behaved and didn't like spoil it because I wanted us to have our, a live reaction of all of us looking together for the first time. I did here it is. Okay. So Gwen. All right, Gwen. Gundam Nat. Is it? Oh, because it's headless. That's fair. So Gwen, this one. This is the... I have not looked at it, but this... Gwen, do you see? I know it's like chroma keying. Hold on, actually, let's do the other camera. Gwen, do you see how there's this like big black mass in there? Okay, so coffee, Gwen. This might be terrible. This might be very, very sad of what we find in here. But you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it because why not? Hello, this is my mustache. A 30 million-year-old piece of amber. Spikes, I love you. Don't clip this. All right. What is wrong with my brain that I make all these weird goofies? All right, so we're already having a lot of lighting issues because this is such a large piece of something in here. We're gonna have lighting issues, so let's go ahead and try to start fixing that as well. Dauntless, if it's poo, that would be fine as well. Has there been a fan favorite of species insect here versus the classroom? So coffee, honestly, a lot of similar favorites. So the hell ant, I think for the young ones, because it has the word hell in it, and all the little kids laugh. But also it just does look very cool. Like, even the older kids think that's a neat sample. And then a lot of the ants that we have 2 ant samples. There's the cordyceps one is really cool, but there's a second one, coffee, that has just a really large ant in it. And that one's been very well received too. There are some that are liked by the students that I don't get, and I think it's just because we've been spoiled here. So there's one that we have, coffee, of a queen ant. And unfortunately, it's not a good sample. There's a lot of schmutz in it. The coloring is all off. There's like leakage that happened in there. There's something really, really not good. Thank you, Smike. God, Smikes, I'm so sorry. And it just doesn't look pretty. But I think it's because it's a large sample, and that might be one of our bigger samples, coffee. That queen is about the length of the hell ant, if not a little bit bigger. That might be the biggest one. She is actually fungused up. Like, it looked like she died and then was covered in the sap because it looks like there's fungal spores that had started to grow on her body, which is not uncommon for new queens. A lot of new queens don't make it, right? Like, so when they mate and land, they'll probably not... A fair number of them just die. Because either a predator or infection or something happens to them. My bet is that that's probably what happened to this particular queen, and then she was covered up in the sap. If you want coffee, we can totally pull it up and take a look at it as well. Oh, I just hate it when the queen leaks. I know. It's... Thank you, Bitagami. I love you, Bitagami. You're so handsome. Yo. Me Too, Dauntless is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But coffee, I think it's probably like you're saying, it's because the queen, it's cool because it's the queen, right? And so maybe that's why folks were very excited about seeing a queen. The kiddos just, I think, really like it. And I think it might just be, again, coffee, when we got that sample, I was so excited. Because it was like, it was a carpenter ant queen. I'm like, I work on carpenter ants, seeing a 30 million-year-old queen, and, we'll look at it, coffee, if you would like after this. It's just kind of a letdown. So, coffee, if you want, we will look, but brace yourself for a little bit of disappointment. The snail. Oh, yeah, the snail is actually really beloved as well, Gwen. The snail, it's right here. I usually don't take Gwen to the schools. That one, because it's a very, very thin piece, and I worry about it being snapped in half. But what's cool is, Gwen, on the virtual visits that we do, I can actually use OBS, and we can do this. I can pull up the microscope, and we can show off, like, we can look under it and show the kids with the microscope. So with that, they do like that one. Although I'll be honest with you, lately, the oldest sample I've been doing is the hell ant, because it's a lot of bug questions, Gwen. So like usually the kids, they know our background is in like genetics and entomology, and so it's a lot of insect related questions, and so that's what I defer usually to the insect samples, and so the hell ant kind of ties it together versus the snail. While it's really cool, I guess there is a wasp in there as well as a termite, but usually I defer on the other ones. Alex Vixen, we love your face, Alex Vixen! Love your face, Alex Vixen. But yeah, Gwen, that's usually the reason. I've been spacing out on the snail as well, just because of thinking of like what's more relevant to what the kids want to see and what their questions are focused on. All right, so there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, let's start with the underside of it. If nothing else, it just looks cool. It looks like, I don't know, Gwen, something from a video game. Which, by the way, if Risto's here, I started watching the Halo TV show, Risto.
We'll all be Gucci.
That was Jimmy B, 93. A Dark Soul, yes, a Dark Soul boss. It looks like a character out of the Halo TV show as well. I had to stop watching it. Mainly because the little one was with me and she was just being fussy. But I was like, it didn't grab me in the first 30 minutes. I probably should give it a little bit more time, but it didn't yet. It was like there's a lot of violence, but I don't understand like the point of it yet, in terms of the violence of it. So Gwen, hi Epoch! Chad, if you're not already checking out the legendary breathtaking Epoch, amazing artist extraordinaire, please go follow Epoch. We love Epoch here, folks. Go check out Epoch. We love you, Epoch. How you doing today, Epoch? Scared to watch show. So Nerdowino, listen. I am afraid of a lot of movies and TV shows. I'll be honest with you, Nerdowino. The Halo one wasn't scary in so much it was like, like the first 5 minutes someone's head explodes. I can put up with gratuitous violence. But I just didn't get the point of the show yet. And then I felt like an old fuddy-duddy Nerdowino. I used to love movies where it was just like explosions and like cool shooting. I guess it was violent enough where it wasn't funny violent. It was just like unsettling violent. Where unless I'm like sucked in with the story, then it just kind of is more upsetting than anything else. If that makes any sense. I know it sounds like a silly willing thing to say, Nerdowino, but so I that's why I didn't. Like the Witcher one, right? The Witcher show is very violent, but there's a great story behind it. So I'm like, we'll do that. Hi, Becca! Becca, how you doing today, Becca? Becca, we found a cockroach in Ancient Amber. We also looked at a stone that was sent by Risto. And now, Becca, this we don't know yet. So, Becca, the challenge was laid down by Gwen. Gwen said, go through the pieces that you haven't looked at yet and pick out the thing that has the biggest looking structure in it. So, Becca, this piece, it looks like there's this massive thing in there. And I told Gwen, Becca, that this might be a huge disappointment. Because the last time that we looked at for something just like big, it was like schmutz. I have a suspicion that this is just like bark. And not at all an insect. It's still cool. It looks like a villain from like a video game or a TV show. But I think this in particular might not be an insect. Guys, For those of you coming on in, we do have a new command, !egg, for our subscribers, to trigger Kevin throwing an egg at my face. Why? Because he's misbehaved, chat. Listen, and there will be new characters that will be doing more and more sillies. So we've got a lot of Antonio and Kevin. I want to also branch out and do a couple of other personas of the other characters. I think Ellie is gonna make silly sounds. I think Ellie might be a very fun-loving, mischievous little one. Is a suspicion that I have. But we'll see. We'll see. So, this we think is some kind of bark. I did think I saw a crystal. Carlo! You got it, Carlo. Both coffee rocks? Both? Guys, let me quickly set up. And Carlo, there's no pressure, sir. If you need to take the night, please take the night. Please take care of yourself. I care much more about you than than the collab. You know, if you need anything, if we need to stop, if we need to send you food. Carlo, if you can hear me. If you need anything at all, sir, we will do for you. The collab is secondary. Your friendship is primary. You know this. I hope you know this. Awigs22, thank you for the follow, Awigs22. Thank you, Awigs22, for that follow. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Carlo, I don't have the link, but whenever you have the link, my friend, feel free to send it to me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. I'm just grabbing the link. There we go. Epoch, I love your face. Pressing enter helps apparently. Carlo, do you need anything, sir? Carlo, come on. Sir, we love your face so hard, Carlo. The stream scribe is here, folks. If that man ever needs anything, he knows he just has to say, and we will do whatever he would like. Okay, hold on. Let me size this. Okay. Okay. Roommate must love your face, Theo. Alright. Let me grab the link. We're going to go dark for just one moment, folks. No panicking. Your roommate just bought you a certain sticker. Theo! Theo, what kind of sticker was brought to you, Theo? What'll it be? There we go. Okay. Awesome. Let me let me resize it for the Carlo. Look at that live resizing, folks. Boop and boop. Look at that. Yay! Alright. Egg soap. Some random insect just flew in here. There we go. Alrighty, folks. The golden shiny. Gotcha. Love you, Thea. Alright, chat. For whoever would like to have their name done in live letter art, please ask and you shall receive. The lovely Carlo is in his house. You know him. You love him as the stream scribe. He is live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please go drop him a follow. Tomorrow was formerly Tech Tuesday, but it is, let's see, tomorrow's will be, is it New Things? No, it's New Things Tuesday. We do have Meme Monday. Friday is usually like the overflow day for any kind of interviews that Carlo does. It used to be, there was some Foodie Friday-ness. Hi, Scissorman! 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Taco Tuesday. No, not for Catalog. Although, Smikes, Carlo has drawn a taco in the past. And it's really, I really like it. I really like the taco that he's drawn. Chad, if you would like to have your name done in live letter art, please let us know. We're going to fill up the queue now. Debs, I know, was interested. If you would like, chat, ask. Carlo is up there. He is the stream scribe. He's doing live arts of names that you would like to have done. So if anyone hasn't had their name done or would like to get your name done again, please ask and we'll add you to the list. So just put in the, if you'd like to say me. There's Debs. Debs would like. Debs is on the list in a purple style. Debs would like something very purple. And then we'll also, anyone else like to have your name done in live letter art, please ask and you shall receive. You can do your Twitch handle. You can do a different kind of handle if you would like, a different name, whatever y'all are wanting. Epoch, excellent. Epoch and Debs, that's 1 and 2. And Miss it, is it? Yeah, it's absolutely free on request, Miss Syntax. All you have to say is please, and then you're added to it. That's all you have to do, Miss Syntax. You gotta say please, and then boom, you're gonna be number 3, Miss Syntax, in the queue. Are there stickers tonight, Scissorman? I don't know, Scissorman. I don't know. All right, chat. That's 3 people. Anyone else? Please feel free to ask, and you shall be added to the list. You should be added to the list, chat, as we look at this piece of ancient amber, which again I have no idea what's in here. Probably some kind of tree bark. I want to think that there's something here that's not. This would be really cool if it was some kind of web. This material is very different in there. But I don't think it's a spider web. It's just, y'all see how it looks really, really different in contrast to the obvious tree bark. So I don't know what that is there. It does, again, it's a very unique looking structure in there, so that's why I highlight it. Either like a wing or some kind of web structure here. Hi, Dominion Jacks. Dominion Jacks, we looked at earlier tonight. We found a cockroach in ancient amber. We also looked at a stone sample from Risto. And now Gwen challenged us to find the biggest sample that I could get of the remaining pieces that we have and put it under the scope. And so now, trying to figure out what this is. We also have Catalog the Stream Scribe. Live above my head doing live letter art. He will be doing pieces for Debs, for Miss Syntax, and for Epoch as well. Coffee Rocks, love your face, Coffee Rocks. Also, Dominion Jacks, we debuted this new animation today. I'm sorry, y'all. I think that's far too silly. I get a chuckle at that. I know I shouldn't chuckle as much as I do at it, but it makes me chuckle. It makes me chuckle, chat. Having some terrible international. Hopefully it gets better soon. Terrible international. Oh no, Epoch, I'm so sorry. Epoch, I did send you some stickers though. They went out on Friday. We did something good. So voting Dino Snot, I mean Peekaboo. So Peekaboo, I will tell you why it's not Dino Snot. The reason, Peekaboo, is that this is only 30 million years old. And then this is 30 million. This is 30 million, not 66. And that's why it's not Dino Snot. Too young of a sample. Could be the snot of a mammal. Raiders! Raiders! Epic Realms!
Science stream, but we ain't bugging. We over here buckling. You be chugging what we got. Now the tribes arrive. I promise that I have prescribed you vibes. The vibes we got are giant. Shout out to the stream for the raid. That's science.
Raiders! Raiders, welcome on in. Epic Realms, how was your stream? Tell me all the things that y'all were doing today. I see there was an interview happening today. What was the interview on? Was it some kind of tabletop game, maybe? Lady of the Fae, hello, first-time chatter. Welcome on in.
Hello there.
Hello, the Whiz Kid. Rockheim 121, hello. Dazzle Sunstrider, hello. Welcome on in. Good night, Whiz Kid.
Tethered by earthly limitations.
How was y'all stream? What were y'all doing tonight? What were y'all chatting about tonight? I would love to know. Raiders, my name is Balint. I am 1/3 of SciAnts streams, and you are here at a science content stream. We're looking underneath the microscope at 30 million year old amber with insects. I'll tell you a bit more about that. Again, y'all, let me know how the stream went, and I hope it went well. I hope the interview went well. Guys, go check out our friendo, Epic Realms. While you're doing that, I'm going to play a quick intro trailer so y'all know who we are and what we do here on the channel. Again, Raiders, welcome the heck in. Hello, Octavius!
Welcome to SciAnts Streams. If you are interested in all things science in a fun, wholesome environment, you are in the right place. SciAnts is a unique husband and wife team of Balint and Lita, who hold their PhDs in molecular and systems biology from Dartmouth. What can you find here? The SciAnts team is dedicated to making science more accessible to our entire community. They believe that it is the responsibility of scientists to engage with the general public, and Twitch is one of their media doing this. By showcasing their own research, highlighting new discoveries, answering viewer questions, and sharing their passion with you, we do a variety of interactive science streams, including Microscopy of ancient amber with insight, 3D printing, art, science news and deep dives, the occasional game, and more. If you've ever wanted to have a fun space to nerd out, now is your chance. We stream daily science content here on Twitch. Understanding not just what we know, but how and why we know it is the essence of scientific knowledge. Check out the About page for more information, and consider hitting the follow button to join our colony and our mission in science for all.
Again, Raiders, welcome the heck in. Octavius, thank you for the gives it to Bentley! Hi, Bentley. How you doing, Bentley? I was interviewing author Michelle Franklin. Epic. What did Michelle Franklin write about? What kind of book was it? And if there's anything that you would like to plug, Epic, please let us know. If there is an iTunes Apple page with the past interviews or anywhere else to also watch the interviews, anything at all, please let me know. I'll happily show it off. Bentley, you got your Kevin? Awesome, Bentley. I'm glad to hear it. I hope he arrived in one piece. We had a question from Debs. Debs, who did the voiceover work? Debs. I'll tell you in just one moment. For the Raiders coming on in with the lovely Epic, if y'all wouldn't mind hitting that SciAnts logo below to refresh that view count, we very much appreciate it. We're trying to bring more science to more people, and you can help by hitting that refresh button. That SciAnts logo being counted as an organic, non-GMO viewer. We very much appreciate it. Again, everybody, welcome on in Epic Realms. Thank you for the raid and entrusting us with your community. Again, let's go to the main screen. We are looking at Ancient Amber under the microscope. We also have Carlo, the stream scribe, live above my head. And we are, he's doing live letter art. So if y'all would like to show off, have your name done in live letter art, let us know. There is a queue of 3 people currently. If you would like, you can have your name done in beautiful live calligraphy. And above my head, Carl the stream scribe is here doing
Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Got it?
Thank you, Dominion Jax. She has a ton of different genres. She was talking tonight a ton about loving research for stuff. Very cool and Epic. Thank you for that link tree. Yeah, actually, we can pull up the link tree in just one moment and show off the link tree to the party people. Let's go ahead and do that. In just one moment. There we go. There we go. Hi, Spectrophonic. Welcome on in. Spectrophonic, how you doing today, Spectrophonic? Welcome on in, first time chatter. Here is Epic Realms link tree. You can see the podcast. Oh, and there you can see all the platforms. That's really cool. Very nice, Epic. And then you have the Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Show off the Insta as well. Come on, computer. I'll have to check it out. Epic, let's see. Come on. Open. It's trying to open. Dominion Jack, thank you for the stretch. And get you followed on all your socials. So Debs, you're asking who did the voiceover in the trailer? So the voiceover in the trailer was done by our friend Perswiddle. Whittle is a professional. She does professional voiceover work, and she is an absolute amazing bean. And she is a streamer as well. And she does. There she goes. Thank you for the lurk. Let's see here. Let's shout out Perswiddle. She's a really, really sweet soul. Has a stunning voice. That's why we asked her to do the voice recording. And she is available for commission as well. There is her Ko-fi page where you can ask her to do a commission piece where she'll do voiceover work. And we met during a raid train and just fell in love with her voice. And we're just like, that's the person who I need to do the voice of for the stream, because no one better than that. Absolutely no one better than that. Yeah. So. And welcome back, Theo. Theo, we're just about to continue looking at this piece of amber. And then we're going to have Carl the Stream Scribe. He's going to do a couple of pieces as well. She's going to new intro to mention Alona. I don't know, Gwen. Probably at some point, Gwen. At some point. I'm not sure yet, Gwen. Because I think I'll need to add in a new clip here and there to have her in there too, but we'll see. Because the problem is, so Gwen, that trailer is also our Twitch trailer, and it can only be a minute long. If it's any longer than a minute, you cannot upload it. And we were already having difficulty cutting everything down. I think it ended up working quite nicely, but that was a beast of a thing to try to do. But yeah, any longer than a minute, you cannot upload it to the Twitch trailer, like as your Twitch trailer. So we could have a long and a short version, but I also like it just being a minute long because it's quick, fast, easy, and then we're right back to the SciAnts or wherever we are. But we'll consider it, and there'll eventually have to be an upgrade we'll have to do at some point to make things look prettier. But yeah, I don't know. I love Whittle's voice, and she does an amazing job. Guys, we will have a couple more shout-outs in the Heezy. We do have the lovely Octavius, as well as Bentley in here. We'll get them shout-outs as well, because they love their content. You get your prize from Mr. and Mrs. SciAnts today? I'm glad you like it, Mom Boss Lady. Mom Boss Lady got her sticker in the mail, folks. I'm glad you like it, Mom Boss. Alrighty, folks. We're going to go ahead and move stuff around here. Because I think we're just looking at here, that's just some kind of bark tissue. And something in here as well. I don't know what this is, but this doesn't look like bark. There is, again, this unique structure in here. Becca, I'm so glad you like it, Becca. This sticker, Lita is very not self-supportive enough on this design, because I really like this design, and she still is like, I can't believe you like this design so much. I think this is a brilliant design. I think she absolutely hit it out of the park with that, because it has words that like are commonly used on the stream, and so it's a really nice community feel sticker to it. And yeah, the hollow, Becca, I love the hollow. Guys, go check out also our friend Octavius. Octavius, you and Bentley are wonderful, by the way. That's one of 4 stickers of my notepad. Andrew, I need to give you a hug. I just have to say that. Bentley, you very much scared me the other day, Bentley. Bentley was playing Phasmophobia, and I do not like Phasmophobia. It's very scary, but I like Bentley, so I was hanging out, and of course, I got scared, so then I had to put it on mute because I was scared. Hollow's great, just my yay, Theo! Excited, Theo. Couple of SciAnts, and he was like, how'd you look on that? Mom Boss Lady, what'd you tell him? Alright, so y'all, we're trying to identify what all is in here. So Gwen, this is for sure a thing. How we're gonna get the lighting right is gonna be the difficult part. Okay, nice, Mom Boss Lady. Raiders! So sneaky!
Science stream, but we ain't bugging. We over here buffalo. You be chugging what we got. Now the tribes arrived. I promise that I have prescribed you vibes. The vibes we got are giant. Shout out to the stream for the raid. That's science.
Raiders! Welcome on in. So sneaky. So sneaky! How the heck was big time? So sneaky. How was your stream? I want to know all the things. Rexinator. That is a very good name. Hello and welcome on in. How you doing today? That is such an that emote, the surprise emote that you use is hilarious. How is your stream, y'all? Man, this has also helped me to make sound smarter. When my daughter saw the Kevin Binge, she said, "How do you know with so much science?" Bentley, you're breathtaking. I will take nothing else on that nothing else on that, Bentley. So sneaky. How was the stream? Tell me. I gave it to me like the color thought its sticker was cool. Awesome, Mom Boss. And Mom Boss, you'll have to win another one so that you can get some sticker as well. It was great. So sneaky, are there any highlights you want to share? If there's any clips or any pictures or anything at all that you want to share with the community, let us know, and we'll happily share it with the rest of the family. Hi, Towards Night. I got some dope Antonia sticker in the mail today. Ooh. Yay, Towards Night! I'm glad you got your sticker, my friend. A lot of people got their stickers today. Raiders, my name is Blint. I'm 1/3 of SciAnts streams. The other 2/3 are my lovely wife, Lita, and little baby Alona. We're research scientists, and we do interactive science streams here on Twitch. 7 days a week, we do microscopy, art, sci-fi, science news of the week, deep dive scientific topics, games, and 3D printing. Today we're doing Microscopy Monday and looking at ancient amber underneath the microscope, and we just found something that's maybe, possibly, potentially exciting. So welcome on in, everybody. Guys, make sure to go follow So Sneaky, friend of the channel, and we absolutely adore So Sneaky here. Thank you again for the raid. Bill Lent needs a haircut. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. Scream Sneakers. The way Blint screams Raiders. Indeed, Towards Night, indeed. For the Raiders coming on in, if y'all would not mind hitting that SciAnts logo below to refresh your view count, we very much appreciate it. We're on our ambassador push, and if y'all wouldn't mind hitting that refresh button, will count you as an organic viewer of the stream, and it will actually help us on that ambassador push. So again, welcome on in now. So sneaky, I yell Raiders at people. Isn't it freeing? So sneaky, you got it all like going, and then just go Raiders, and you just release it. It just works. It just works. It just works. It just works. Towards Night, listen. I once tossed my hair when I was a swim coach in college. I tossed my hair Towards Night at the pool. And do you know what happened Towards Night? I threw my neck out. I threw my neck out. So Towards, I just went like this, and it just like, and so I couldn't swim for a couple of days, and it was a whole thing. It was just like right down here. Andrew, listen, I am so uncool that I threw my neck out trying to be cool. That's anything but Gucci. Anything but Gucci right there. I yelled Raiders the mailman and they fell down. No. Towards Night, did you really? I can see Towards listen, Towards Night. Okay. Come with me on this journey Towards Night. What I want you to do is to get one of those mailboxes that's like a built-in structure. It's not just like a single like pole with the mailbox, but like the big like brick structure, okay? And I want you to dig a hole underneath it so that you can fit inside the structure where the mailbox is. And then I want you, when the mailman opens up your mailbox, I want your head to be in there Okay, because like you're in the structure, and when he opens it up, then you pop your head. I go Raiders, and then he goes ah, and he runs away. That is what I envision you to do towards night, if that's okay. Scribe is fine. Gucci as far as coffee. Scribe, do you need anything? Do you need anything we can do, guys? Also, a shout out to our lovely and amazing friend Bentley, who's here in his house. We love you, Bentley. How you doing, Bentley? I'll receive mail again. I don't think that's how it works. Carlo. Towards night. I think you're allowed unlimited raiders at the mailman. Right? Because nothing else can happen on that front. Nothing else can happen. Carlo, we have a couple of requests. We have Debs. And then we had... I know we had Miss Syntax. GB, thank you so much for the biddies. GB Bear, are there insular gigantism, dwarfism among ants? So GP, great question. I don't know if there's actually a genetic basis for gigantism or dwarfism in insects. There is, however, GP, you can make them bigger or smaller depending on how much they eat as larvae. So if they actually don't eat a lot as a larva, it shrinks their adult size, and that's analogous to some flavor of that. But genetically, I don't think we've identified anything like that. Becca, thank you for the 10 biddies! Becca! Thank you, Becca. See, we had Debs, we had Miss Syntax. Carlo, there was... Hold on, let me scroll up and see who else had asked. I've lost who else was at the top of it, Carlo, but we have 3 people at least right now. There was another one up there, Carlo. There is 3 right there that wanted one. Evil Genius friends will be glad to. You can, GP, if you feed them more. GP, what you can also do is you can make them. If you extend the state in which they're in. Wincing! An Epoch. An Epoch, too. Epoch was the other one. Epoch was the other one. Those are your 5 right there. So, GP, what you can do is you can modify insulin signaling so that they will stay a larva for longer. And if they stay a larva for longer, that'll end up making them bigger. However, GP, the issue is if you extend the larval time based on mutation, it's very difficult to get them out of the larval state. So you can make them bigger in that sense, but they might never not undergo metamorphosis. So it's kind of a hit or miss there. So we have Miss Syntax, we got Winsing, we'd like Debs would like a purple one. Mom Boss Lady has one. Okay, so, and then the other one was Epoch. Epoch wanted one. Blint, what would happen if someone made ants giant? Would be in trouble. So actually, towards night, they can't get that big. There is actually a limitation in their size based on the oxygen content and how they breathe. So they breathe through diffusion. If they don't have a circulatory system, like you and me, they instead have this it just crosses over. The air crosses into their bloodstream through their exoskeleton, and there's a series of little tubules in their body that allows that oxygen to be dispersed. Now, if you make them bigger and bigger towards night, if they're so big, what ends up happening is the oxygen cannot diffuse to the rest of their bodies. Nor, thank you for the 100 non-obligatory biddies. Thank you, Nor. Yeah, so we're totally safe. Square cube law will not allow. Exactly. Going to let P. Mamba say he drew. Gotcha, Mamba. Towards night. What are you? Towards night. You 100 for the 100 biddies. Towards night. Guys, another person to go shout out to and go follow and go love is amazing Towards Night. Amazing streamer, songwriter, singer, guitarist, pianist. He also makes ice cream with his pectoral muscles. Go check out the lovely and amazing Towards Night, folks. You will be glad you did. Noribo, would you like your name done in live letter art? Nor! We have 2 slots left, Nor. 2 slots left, Nor. Would you like your name done in live letter art by Carlo, the stream scribe above my head? Nor, would you like this? Would you like it, Nor? Would you like this to happen, Nor? You unpack your treadmill. Excellent, towards night. Now you can make ice cream while you walk in place. Now you can make ice cream while you walk in place. The last one, Carlo, the last one was Epoch. That one was Epoch. And if anyone else would like to have their name done in live letter art, please say me in the chat. Please say me in the chat. Chat, by the way, you have kicked off a choo-choo. You have kicked off a hype train. If we complete a level 1 hype train or any additional level hype trains, we will do a raffle for a sticker. You get to pick which sticker you want. You will, and that's what we'll do. Nor! Stickers are incoming, folks. Stickers are incoming. Coffee rocks as well with the biddies. Oh my goodness gracious. Chat. Alright, let me set up the raffle. Epoch, by the way, thank you, Epoch, for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Nor to Sakis, GG, Fallen Warrior, Gothium Delimo, Bilbus, and Little Red. Nor, thank you so much. Nor, would you like to have your name done in letter art? Nor. Nor, please tell me, Nor. Please tell me, Nor. Let me go ahead and set up the raffle. Okay. Exclamation point raffle to get in on the raffle. Chat, here are the pieces that you can win tonight. You can win any one of these Twitch words stickers. They are holographic, these 3. To win the gold one, you have to spin the wheel. And if it lands on the gold one, then you get a gold one. Otherwise, you get one of these 3. High Tech! Thank you for the 500 biddies, High Tech! Chat. We already completed a level 1, which means 1 sticker will be raffled off. If we complete level 2, we'll do 2 stickers. If we complete level 5, Shadow! Thank you for completing level 2. We got 2 stickers. 2 stickers we're going to do tonight. If we complete up to level 5, we'll do a raffle for pins. Hard enamel pins. Nor, thank you for the 100 biddies! Thank you, Nor. If we complete a level 5, we'll do hard enamel pin raffles. Also put on a ferret onesie, chat. If we complete level 10, we'll do a custom mug and a piece of 30 million year old amber as well. But no pressure at all to get there, folks. Little Red, thank you so much for thanking Nor for the gift sub. And Little Red, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the colony. So we have those stickers. And we have these stickers as well. So there are your sticker options, folks. Exclamation point raffle to get up on in there for the option to win one of these stickers. Little Red, thank you for the 200 biddies, Little Red. Bentley, no sorry. Bentley, no sorry. Bentley, no sorry. So yes, if you win, you get to pick one of these 3 or one of these. To win the golden one, you have to spin the wheel. If you spin the wheel, it lands on the gold one, then you get a gold sticker. But it has to land on the wheel. That is the only way to get the limited edition gold sticker. The other ones, you just pick. So it's up to you if you're feeling the game or not. If you win, please spin it. You got to spin it. I don't know. But you got to enter. No sorry. Thank you, Bentley. Carlo making magic. Yes. Well, look. Towards night. Carlo, the stream scribe, only makes magic. Okay? He has a breathtaking soul. He's the most handsome man in the state of New York towards night. Okay? Thank you, towards night. Carlo is magic. Actually, towards, we're going to pin that message towards night. That message is pinned. Thank you, towards night, for saying that. Guys, we are on level 3. We've got 3 minutes left. We'll do at least 2 sticker raffles. 2 sticker raffles if you want. If we complete additional levels, we will do more raffles, but absolutely no pressure at all to get there. Those are the options, and then we'll continue to look at this piece. Underneath the microscope, I think we've got something really cool. I have a suspicion as to what this might be, and I'm really excited about it. Nor, thank you for the 500 biddies! Thank you, Nor. Far too kind, Nor. Far too kind. You got Scourge to... What does that mean, Octavius? Octavius, are you safe? just adjusting the lighting on this one. The cookie, yes, it is the cookie of doom, Twitch Addict, in a good way. Chat, Epoch, by the way, is making sillies. Epoch said obligatory bits, which Epoch knows. That's what we do over on the Moco Made channel with the Moco Locos. I always cheer obligatory biddies, and they're always like, they're not obligatory! And it makes me chuckle, and so I just have to continue, just giving obligatory biddies. And Nora has 100% joined me in that fight for obligatory biddies, which it makes me chuckle a great deal. It is very dope. Tien, yes, there was a cockroach earlier towards night. It was very icky. But Gwendolyn P liked it very much. So that's really all that matters towards night. Towards also, if you type !egg for your D&D character. So TD Fox, we'll see. I think we have maybe 5 already done on the list. But TD, why would you throw an egg at me towards night? But TD Fox, if someone misses out and doesn't want their name done, then we'll add you to the list on that front. One more day of working. I'm on vacation for a week. Heck yeah, Nor. That's awesome, my friend. Are you doing anything special?
Say what?
Hello, Michael R. Hassler. Welcome on in, Michael R. Hassler. What? Indeed, Michael R. Hassler. How you doing all today, Michael R. Hassler?
Gucci.
Gucci, indeed. Gucci. I think that was Andrew's mystery friend right there. Maybe. No, absolutely not, Debs. Absolutely not. No, Debs. We need to make you a beautiful purple one. Everyone else you've been summoned? Yes, our friend TD Fox actually is a D&D extraordinaire. D&D extraordinaire. I know, Debs. I know, but it's a mystery friend. Mystery friend. All right, chat. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. For the hype train, make sure to type !raffle to get up on in there, and we'll do the two raffles, folks. 2 stickers. Going to a con in William, North Carolina. One of my best friends has a booth for his Comic-Con artwork, and another good... Oh, that's awesome, Nor. That's lovely. Nor, it's going to be a blast. Guys, thank you for that hype train. We completed level 2. We're going to do 2 sticker raffles. !raffle to get up on in there. !raffle to get up on in there. Hello, Kenara! Kenara, how are you doing today, madame? Guys, if you're not checking out Legendary Kenara, the most powerful food and drink streamer on her ambassador push, please go follow Kenara, because if she gets ambassador before you follow her, you're going to feel so silly that you weren't following her already. She is a food safety scientist. She's also a food and drink streamer extraordinaire, an occasional gamer. Miss Syntax, your piece is done. Miss Syntax, please screenshot your piece. And you will have it ready for you. You will have it ready for you. There we go. Miss Syntax. That stunning piece right there. All right. Are y'all ready for the raffle? 2 stickers. 2 stickers we're going to do. 2 stickers in a good old-fashioned 3, 2, and 1. My boss lady! Mom Boss Lady, you've won a sticker! Mom Boss Lady, which sticker would you like, Mom Boss Lady? Which sticker would you like, Mom Boss Lady? Blue? That's purple. Is the purple one okay? This one, Mom Boss Lady, is purple. We have purple, red, green, and then the gold. And then the characters playing the music. Purple, you got it, Mom Boss Lady. All right, we have one more sticker. One more sticker to pull. One more sticker. All right, chat, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? In a good old-fashioned 3, 2, and 1. Kodali! Kodali, congratulations on your sticker! Kodali, which sticker would you like? Which sticker would you like, Kodali? Anything that you would like. You get these options of the purple, the red, the green, or you can spin for the gold, or you can get one of these characters down here. Which one would you like, Kodali? Hello, the law. Come on in. I respect the law. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Which one would you like, Kodali? Purple, you got it. Purple sticker. Thank y'all again for the hype train. And thank y'all for participating in the raffles. And I will get those stickers mailed out to y'all sometime this week. We usually mail them out once a week. Probably be Thursday or Friday this week. Epic Realms, alright, gotta learn from some editing. Thank you so much, Epic Realms, for the raid. Appreciate the heck out of you, friendo. Have a good lurk. Self-care is healthcare. No matter what people say, chat. That is a thing. That is a thing. I'll roll for investigation of where the stickers are. Fair enough, TD Fox. Fair enough. Alright, chat. Alright, let me... I'm going to move back on this front. So, let us see what we can find in this particular piece. So, this is one Gwen. I need to figure out the lighting a little bit cleaner, but this is something that we're finding in here now. So, this is a very different structure than the rest of that wood that we were seeing underneath. And in fact, to me, this looks almost like a cocoon or a chrysalis of some sort. So, Kanara, tonight we found a couple of things. One, we found a cockroach. Gwen was very excited about the cockroach. It was our first cockroach that we identified. It's kind of icky. Not going to lie to you, Kanara. I'm scared of cockroaches, but we found one. We then found... let's see, I'll show you, Kanara. So there's our cockroach. She's not as good and visible, because there's a lot of bubbles, and you see there's discoloration in it as well. So we took a couple of different angles. You can see in some of these the eye cells pretty readily. You see the metathorax and the prothorax there, the rest of the body. So we took a couple of different angles to really ID this little critter. We also looked at some stone samples from Risto. He sent us earlier some nice minerals. Went back and we looked at the back of the cockroach, and we have found additional pieces that were coming out, which further confirmed it was a roach. And then we found this headless midge in the amber, so the head just like straight popped off. I'm not sure why was falling off, but bow wow wow yippee yo yippee, Snoop Dogg into his house. Boys! Hi, Boyd's Custom Fab. How you doing, you beautiful soul? Boyd's Custom Fab. Chat, if you're not checking out the legendary Boyd's Custom Fab, please go drop him a follow. He's the single greatest woodcrafter extraordinaire in the state of Texas, most handsome man in the state of Texas, and is one of our amazing friendos. Boyd's, how the heck are you? Guys, please go follow Boyd's, who had his shop drop last week. Boyd's, how did the shop drop go? I hope it went well. Yeah, I hope it went really well. You got it, TD Fox. I do have plushie Antonia here. Sold some items and now have a few listings. Excellent, Boyds. We'll list your website in just a moment, my friend. Let me go ahead and grab the website link for new merch items. Here's the Antonia right here. The one-of-a-kind Antonia plushie.
Is doing some D20 magnets.
That's Boyd's voice. That's the website. It's actually not Boyd's. Actually, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's so strange. That's so strange. Towards I sleep well. We love you, Towards Night. Ah, Gwen! Gwen throwing eggs at me. Guys, this is the real website, and there are new items in the shop. Go check out Boyd's Custom Fab right there. Ever trapped in amber? So Kanara, we were chatting about that the other today, actually. Kanara, of all times. Oh, Boyd's, my God, these look really nice. The resin boards. Oof, Boyd's. They're beautiful. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted. Boyd's, beautiful work as always. So, Kanara, there is a limit in how big of a creature can get stuck in Ancient Amber. This is less than 1 millimeter in length. Super tiny. Kanara, are you going to send us a Gucci, by the way, Kanara? I hope you send us a Gucci. Please and thank you, Kanara. Kanara, what that means is if you type !Gucci, Kevin walks across the screen and says Gucci, but that voice is currently one of 35 people. So people have sent in their sound clips and of them saying the word Gucci. Kevin also throws eggs at me. And so it's randomized, and it's a lot of fun, Kanara, because then we try to guess who these are.
Gucci.
Just like that. Just like that. That was, I think that was Skip right there. Yeah, so,
Gucci.
Hi, Jimmy B93! Just like that was a big gamey with a baby accent on there. And it's just been fun, Kanara. It's a fun little...
Gucci.
That was Callie. It's a fun community event that we do. Hi, Jimmy B93, guys. If you're not checking out Legendary, Mr. Jimmy B93, you're not doing that right.
Gucci.
That was Debs. Guys, go check out Jimmy B93. Leader of the concert hall. Musician extraordinaire. Gamer. Fall Guys wizard. I extremely love the breathtaking and amazing Jimmy B93. How you doing, Jimmy? It was Kanara.
Gucci.
We're going to do additional ones. I think that may have been the secret friend of Andrew's about Gucci there. This one too, Kanara. This is the newest one. That and then Kanara. I don't know if you've seen this one yet. Yeet. Exclamation point yeet. You taught me about yeeting, boys. Because you're very fancy, boys, with the young people. Boys! You heard Kevin. You heard Kevin. Hi, KMP! Got your adorable pin in the mail. Aw! I'm so glad you liked it, KMP. Welcome the heck in, ma'am. I hope you're doing well, KMP. Guys, KMP, legendary pumpkin artist extraordinaire. Legendary pumpkin artist extraordinaire. Thank you, Smikes, for hitting the pumpkin command. Check out their Instagram, y'all. It is truly amazing. Jimmy, I hope you're doing well as well tonight. Oh, yay! So we saw this, Kanara, and now this is what we're looking at. So, Kanara, this is the zoomed out version. This, we think, is some kind of tree bark. And just tree matter here under the sample, and it's just really dirty and smudge looking. I zoomed in a little bit, and I don't know what exactly this is, but there was this interesting material here. This is either some flavor of like webbing, or it could also be just like separation of the resin internally. It's kind of hard to make out. There's also a bunch of bubbles, but this here is on the other side, and I think this is some kind of chrysalis. Or some kind of cocoon that an animal is developing in. Now, what exactly it is, I'm not sure. But again, if we look at some of the structures, like there's already a segmentation in here. So this is like just like a random pattern. It's like there's a little segment here. There looks to be an attachment point to the branching, but not in the same way as a seed. So again, I'm suspicious that this might be some kind of cocoon pod. There is a better way that we can get a look at it. It does have hair coming off it as well. I need to adjust the lighting for us to see that, which maybe this... Here we go. Anything but ideal on the lighting front. Okay. So if you look here, there's some of those hairs that are coming off. So this doesn't look like a regular old seed anyway, because that would be my other alternative hypothesis, but it does look like it's maybe some kind of cocoon in here. Doing really well. Stream went well, and Music Girl and I finished the... Oh, you already finished it, Jimmy? How was it? It was a new indie game, right? Winsing! Your piece is done, Winsing. Make sure to get a screenshot of the stream to grab your custom piece. Winsing. I hope you like it, Wincing. I need my own TV show to go with it. Yaw, Wincing. I know, right? It's really, really cool. Kanara said, okay, hear me out. It looks a profile. Gucci. It looks like a profile of Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. I see it, Kanara. I do see, I hope it's not the case. But I do see that. I do see that, Kanara. I can't remember though, ma'am. There weren't any. The hairs would count it out, right? Because that crystal was pretty smooth and they didn't have any flavor of it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the beak is been egged. That little beak structure down there too. Short game, but it was a lot of fun. Music Girl didn't want to hurt me too much. Jimmy, my favorite thing is still that clip where you were shaking your head. Where you were shaking your head and like really excited. And then all of a sudden there's a jump scare. And then it happened again in the exact same game and you were just trying to have a nice time with your friends. Quad the Raven, thank you for the Lord, Quad the Raven! Had odd hairs and ratty feathers. Okay, so then it is. Okay. Yeah, I do see it. You're right, Kanara. I just did not remember like what the texture was on it. Winsync says, thank you, Streamscribe, aka Carlo, for the piece. It also looks like, if anyone has seen the new episode of The Mandalorian, something in the new episode from this past week. But let's take a better look. I feel like we can get a better image here. The lighting is really affecting it, unfortunately, but I'm going to try to... Let's see if this is any better. It's because we're not having stuff like going appropriately in the color. Yeah, so Mom Boss Lady, it's the balance of the dark and the light because it's on top of all this tree branch and bark. No light's coming up underneath. I might actually, Mom Boss, I have an idea. I really don't tend to like using this kind of lighting setup, but I just switched the lights around. Maybe this will actually be better. And then I'm going to show you all this clip from Jimmy. Yeah, this is much worse. The overhead light, Mom Boss Lady, tends to ruin the visibility. Let's see if this is any better. No, it's super blown out now. Oy. Yeah, there's only so much that we have with the lighting that we can actually do, unfortunately, Mom Boss Lady. That's just a function of this, yeah. Just because of how the sample is prepped. Guys, this is a clip from Jimmy B. This is how I knew Jimmy and I would be besties. Oh my God! Oh my! I was having a nice calming dance party with my new friends. And Mom Boss Lady, the best part, there's a second clip where he was playing the same game and Music Girl got him again with an amazing jump scare a second time in the same game, like months later. Months later, he did it again.
Together, we can rule
Becca!
the galaxy.
Becca, thank you for the resub, Becca. 8 months, Becca. We almost have a Twitch, baby. Becca, thank you so much for that ongoing support. How the heck are you doing, ma'am? Folks, if you're not checking out Becca's Crafty Life, Jimmy, thank you for the 100 biddies, Jimmy B. If you're not checking out Becca's Crafty Life, go check her out. Becca is an amazing, maker and crafter, diamond painter, as well as knitting and crocheting. Go check out Becca's Crafty Life. And Rado, hello Rado. Towards night indeed, Rado. Towards night indeed. We love Towards night here. Professor Knight, in fact, as we call him. So this is the piece that we're looking at. I think this is some kind of, again, it's either a seed pod or a cocoon of sort. Again, I'm leaning towards it being a cocoon, just given the structure of it. If there's some like non-standard structuring in here, would make it difficult to just be a seed. But you know, the time you did it again, yes. Here's the second one. This is again a throwback to a more beautiful time. So the last clip was a year ago. This was 2 months ago. Hello, Rado.
Hello there.
Hello, Rado. How are you doing, Rado?
This song is such a bop. Probably from the best jump scare there ever could be. But these no people! You all saw absolutely nothing here.
So the only thing I will say, Jimmy, about the second clip that isn't as wonderful as the original, is that you weren't shaking your hair. You weren't shaking your hair the same way as before. You weren't shaking your hair back and forth. And that's the big thing. Like, Jimmy, that's what makes the first one, because you have a little strand of hair that's like wiggling around with you. And I don't know what it is, but that little extra wiggle just gets me every time. Again, no idea why. No idea why it does it to me, but that little extra strand of hair wiggling in the wind. His floof, he's a girl. I know Jimmy's vibe is to wear that hat, but I tell you,
Gucci.
no hat is very Gucci with the shaking. It's just, y'all. You're gold, sir.
Gucci.
Gucci, indeed. Was that... Becca, was that your Gucci? Becca, was that actually your Gucci?
Gucci.
Gucci. That was Andrew's secret friend. Hearing is we shouldn't get a haircut before I visit, so we can FaceTime. You have to have that hair. Absolutely, music girl. Or, I mean, he can get a haircut. It's totally fine. Yes, excellent! Figuring it out, Becca. My next sound alert, his laugh. But need the video as well. Coffee rocks. It can be done, Coffee rocks. It can be done. It can be done. We have the technology, Coffee rocks. Which is always... Coffee, y'all, has one of the best sound alerts. It is, it's actually used in other streams as well now. Which makes me chuckle a great deal. That Coffee Rocks has their sound alert in just a bunch of other streams as well. And it's just like... I don't know. It makes me chuckle a little bit. Far too much. Epoch! Your name is being done in beautiful line letter art, chat. Alright. So, I'm not sure how much more visual we can get on this particular one. Again, it's the difficulty of the optics of this. So, the reason why we're looking at this is because we had a challenge from Gwen was to identify the largest piece of something physical inside the amber and just see what's inside. And again, by eye, you'd expect, like, we saw the image. This zoom out, right? And there's something like, this is a very big thing. This is a couple of centimeters across relative to the other stuff that we've had. But digging around and actually finding something has been a little bit disappointing. Again, and other angles of this, we can't get it. Because if I flip the sample around, we only see the wood piece here. Tired tonight. I'm going to lay down for a bit. Have a go. And thank you, Becca. Becca, get some good rest. We are gonna are gonna dig a little bit more, Gwen, of seeing if we can find something else. Gwen, I mean, you know, it's hard to know. Actually, Gwen, all right, my detectives, I need your help. I very much need your help in figuring out what the heck we're looking at here. Because I'm convinced that there's something here. And this is a disaster of a thing to kind of ID. Trying to position it a good way. Patrick Crusader, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the colony. Oh my god, Gwen, this is not a seed at all. That's an abdomen. Gwen, that's an abdomen. Okay, y'all. No, Gwen, that's an abdomen. That is not a cocoon. That is an abdomen. Gwen, this is the problem with not having clear optics. Okay. Okay, so chat, I will need some help here. There is a head right here and eyes here. That is the abdomen, look, and it's connecting to this body. This body has legs. So if we zoom all the way out, okay, here's the head. There's antennae coming off here. The legs are up and then down. So it's kind of like this posture here of like how they're keeping with. And so, and it looks like this is actually what we, and y'all, the reason I didn't see this is because of the lighting. So if we looked at the lighting underneath the scope, it kind of just blended in with the background. Actually, if we look at this image, it's actually in this image. That creature. We just couldn't see it. I still can't see it in this image, y'all. Apparently, somewhere in this image is that bug. But so yeah, there's the head. There's a leg. There's the abdomen connected. We might have to go piece by piece on this. This will be really, really difficult to catch, I think. Again, the lighting is what's killing us. Because the underside, right, all the light that we're getting, you can see here is like bleeding through. As Mom Boss Lady pointed out, it's far, far too bright for us to be able, like, it's just blowing everything out. But the problem is this sample is right on top of this wood, and it's so dark that we cannot see, like, the light just doesn't pass through. And so I can't flip it because then we don't see anything. So we're going to have to kind of wiggle our way around to see what else we can identify on this particular sample. Yeah, Coffee, this is definitely a couple of centimeters in length. Which I think is really cool. Nice catch, Gwen. But very surprising to see this particular size here. Hi, ASU! Enthusiast. Welcome on in! How you doing today? Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, also, if you like the science that we're looking at tonight, go check out our amazing friend, Paleontologizing, who also does live dinosaur content. Not microscopy, but there are dinosaurs involved. Yes, you did, Gwen. This is all you, Gwendolyn P. Gwen, I will not take no for an answer, Gwen. Epoch is your brother. ASU, will you take an image? Will you take a screenshot once this is done and show to Epoch? I know Epoch wanted this piece, but I'm not sure if Epoch had to split a little bit ago. But ASU enthusiast, that's Carlo the Stream Scribe, and he's doing live letter art, and yeah, it's quite beautiful. It makes me very happy when Carlo the Stream Scribe is here doing the live letter art with us. But yeah, so chat. Yeah, this zoom. So Gwen, it looks.
Freeze and enhance.
It looks really cool. like, you can see, I think, better. Look at the antennal segments that we're seeing. And then we see some legs. You can even see the fur. Look at that, Gwen. Actually, we get it with pretty good resolution to see the sensory bristles on the legs right there. Ooh, Carlo. My God, that is beautiful. The color and then the dark lighting. Chefski Scarlo. My goodness gracious. And then there's the head, Gwen. Again, y'all, I am so sorry. I don't know how. It's probably some kind of wasp. That's the easy answer. Really, everything comes back to wasp. It's just really difficult to see it and get a good image because of the lighting situation that we have here. But we'll continue and try to get a little bit more information. And we're just going to move down the length of the animal. That's not a bad look. We can see the legs on this one pretty well, but it's like when we can see like the legs here are quite nice. Could you file it down? So Andrew, yes. There's a problem though, Andrew. There's actually a problem with it. So Andrew, there are tools that we can get if we have raw amber here as well. Where did I put my raw amber? Not there. I think it's on the desk here. Hold on. No need to panic, folks. Not yet, anyway. Oh, I know where it is. Sorry, Andrew. No, I got it. We put it in the correct place, which is a nice box. Yep, here it is. Okay. So, Andrew. Yes, Music Girl. I love your face. Oh my God, Carlo. That is stunning, sir. My God. Carlo, that's like on the cover of a music video. Supposed to be 80? Heck yeah. Music Girl will have a lovely walk. Have a beautiful walk. So, Andrew, I will move this in a second and we can take a look, but the unpolished amber, Andrew, see, it's really stone. A stony feel to it. So there are a piece of equipment, Andrew, that we can buy to polish these. Now, your question is in particular to file down this particular piece. If we file it down, will we make it more visible to the thing that we can't see? So the problem with this, Andrew, is the amount of space that we're dealing with. We're dealing with a very, very... Epoch, your piece is done! ASU fan, will you please take a screenshot for Epoch and share this beautiful art that Carlo the Stream Scribe did for Epoch. Carlo, that, sir, that is beautiful. Like, that's one of my favorite Carlo pieces to date. I've never seen him do this kind of technique before. It looks like almost frozen bits. I love this piece. Everything about this. The background, the lighting, the texturing. Sir, please share that. Like, put this on the starting student screen. That's gold right there. That is absolute gold. So, sorry y'all, I get distracted. Cool, I see pretty things. Ooh! Andrew, we have a very, very thin space between the top of the amber and the actual piece that we're interested in. And I don't know what resolution of cutting we would have access to it at an affordable rate. So like to file it down enough and to polish it. Because what you do, Andrew, is in theory we could heat it up and we can cut off like with a hot knife on there. Debs! Someone's writing to you, Debs. Theo! Sleep well, Theo. Sleep well, Theo. Illy you, Theo. Sleep well, Theo. So if we were able to, we could use a hot knife to cut it down. And then, but the polishing, that when you polish it removes outside layers as well. And so that's what ends up, like, I don't think we'd have the space to work with it, unfortunately, Andrew. But I do like the idea of doing live polishing of amber on the stream. Carlo Debs says, of course, sir. Carlo, guys, can we get a round of applause for Carlo, the stream scribe, who was here with us tonight? He took time out of his busy day to be with us. I love this man. Please go drop him a follow. Please support him in any way that you can. Views, subs, bits, donos, all the things. We absolutely adore this gentleman. I love your face, stream scribe. I very much love your face. Thank you for hanging with us. You can catch Carlo the stream scribe tomorrow. He is live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check him out on twitch.tv/the stream scribe. He's also, chat, on his partner Poosh, even though he won't admit it. Hashtag scribe for partner. Go drop him that follow. He will be back with us on Mondays. Is the day that we have Scriboscopy Monday. Thank you again, Carlo, for being with us. Love your face, good sir. Love your face, Carlo. Sleep well. And please hug the missus for us as well, sir. Thank you, Carlo. Alrighty, folks. Thank you all again for... I love Scriboscopy Mondays, and folks having their name done. It brings me a lot of joy in seeing the beautiful artwork. So yeah, thank you guys again. Debs, will do yours next Monday if that's okay. All right. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if you say you're pushing, Gwen, then everything implodes. Except when it doesn't. It's very strange, Gwen, how the push works. I know, Carlo, sir. Self-care. And there's never any pressure. If you got to take a day, you take a day. If you got to take a week, you take a week. If you got to take 3 weeks, you take 3 weeks, sir. We'll always be here for you, my friend. And we love your face. Please have a good rest. All the love and support to Carlo. All right. So, chat. Andrew was asking about if we file down this particular sample. I don't know the resolution that we're able to file, Andrew. Simply because of the mechanics that we'd have to be able to make it better. I think it's just too close to the surface, honestly. But the question was, can we remove the schmutz? Andrew, if this was extremely scientifically valuable, there's actually a different technique that we can do. It's almost like a CAT scan for amber. And with this CAT scan, you can recreate a 3D image and rotate it in 3D space. And even with these branching patterns, or with like the branches and like the schmutz, that would be included in the scan, but you can delete it away. And so you could do it on that front as well. And yes, sorry, Kanara, you did have a question. I got totally distracted. It's the largest thing I ever caught wasn't a creature but a flower. So Kanara, the largest creature that I've ever seen in amber, we don't have a piece, was a lizard. They've caught a whole lizard has been in amber. Now, why are we limited to that? In part because the animals are so big that they can escape. So even like when the resin, like if you land as a tiny insect, the rate at which the resin is flowing might engulf you pretty rapidly. Versus an animal like a mouse, let's say, or a cat-like creature, you'd step in the resin and you go, ew, and then you'd walk away. So you have some size limitations based on that. The suspicion is that some of the geckos caught may have already been dying or have died. And then so when the resin engulfed them, that was just a byproduct of that. Same with like tiny birds as well. There are bird and dinosaur feathers that are caught, and that might have been the animal brushed up against the resin and they just pulled a feather or two. The flowers, they're not going to run away, so if there's like a big branch that's torn and it falls, the resin might engulf that particular piece. I'll show you the gecko. Thank you, Andrew. I know, Andrew. I know. I love you, Andrew. My mom's trying to keep me honest. I love y'all's faces. This one, let's see. Nope. I want a big image to show you, Kanara. I know. Look, Andrew, you're amazing, sir. So this one, Kanara, it's above my head. That's only actually half of the gecko, but it's quite a nice resolution. You can even see its eye. There's an additional one. This one. Again, it's still not the whole animal, but it's a fair bit that you see in there. And it's, did it die? Like, here's a whole series of lizards. Interestingly enough, Kanara, like if you look at this one in the center, that one's body's almost started to like dissipate and like pull away. So some of these, the preservation is so strange that you're left with only like the bone or like musculature or nervous system. Like it's almost like the skin has kind of been eaten away. So it's fascinating about the sizes. They're quite small. Kanara, they're still like on the order of several centimeters in length. Bigger than our insect, and see, there's even some bone 3D reconstruction that you can do. Let me find the bird. Yeah, here's like the scanning that we can do, Kanara. So this is like what Andrew was suggesting too. We could do the 3D scan and pull in the data that way and actually recreate it in 3D space, which I think is really neat. And then these are the weird like exoskeleton husks that we're left with. See how there's not real internal organs? It's the way that the ambers, like humidity and texture and color and how they were preserved. It's just not maintaining it sufficiently enough. So you're only left with that little bit of that husk in that one. Let's see. Let's find the bird for Gwendolyn P. Yeah, so this one, Kanara, there's a baby bird. And you can see there's a little claw right there. So again, but they're nothing really big because the sizes of them would indicate that they should be able to escape if they're like a rather large animal. So there's a limitation in what will get caught. There's also like the amount of flow coming from the tree. I mean, if there was like a mountain of resin coming down, you could catch something bigger, but you're usually limited on like what kind of damage a storm was causing, where the storm was causing the damage, how big the tree was, how much the flow of the resin. Then you're affecting by the temperature, the ambient temperature, and the ambient moisture, because all those combine also to how quickly the resin solidifies and how much time the animal has to escape. So there's a lot of complicating factors built into whether or not you're going to catch something bigger or smaller. I would love for us to have a piece like this. But, you know, these are extremely rare and very, very scientifically valuable. So I would not bank on us getting a piece like this anytime soon. But still very cool to look at the imagery of it. Yes, it could. Yep, it could. So, Andrew, the already encased animals or dying animals is a possibility, but like large ones, it seems like that takes so much resin that it just doesn't cover everything sufficiently, like with a thick enough layer, and other predators or scavengers will it's just such a thin layer of resin, they just break through it and they eat the animal there. So you need like a lot for it to encompass, but still have something captured and preserved like this is incredible. Yep, absolutely, Kanara. I think so. A Mountain of Amber reminded. I remember Fringe. I don't remember much about it, but I remember it being a show. And Andrew, you're 100% right. It's very difficult to ascertain in these things, was it dead or was it alive when it was caught. In our insects, we have a cheat, right? Depending on their body posture, you can figure that out. If they're very curved up, they were dead when they were caught. If they're more of a movement, they were alive. There's some that are in between, but those are some unique features that we can also look at and try to identify, which is really interesting. I think we're even able to do that at all. All right, let's image the final little bit of this. I did promise to show Coffee Rocks, the queen ant. We'll show Coffee Rocks, the queen ants, and then I think that's where we'll finish out the evening. By the way, guys, whose t-shirt am I wearing today? You know him, you love him. It is Irish John Games.
SciAnts. We get experimental SciAnts. We're curious, non-judgmental, always good vibes when science on screen. Time to learn live with SciAnts streams. SciAnts. We get experimental SciAnts. Curious, not judgmental, always good vibes when science on stream. Time to learn live with SciAnts stream. Welcome to the SciAnts family. Happy to meet ya. Let's introduce our scientists. There's Bullet and there's Lita, mom and dad up in the lab. The dream team in their heart, they share a passion for wholesomeness, for science, and for art. Science is for everyone, all backgrounds, all ages, all genders, and all walks of life deserve an education. Come be one of us. Spark your inspiration. Art and science are one. They're a conversation. 7 days a week. The fun is interactive. Science experiments done on stream are so fantastic. You'll see Microscopy. It's super dope. It means checking out tiny worlds under a microscope. You'll learn about ecology, neurobiology, evolution, and of course bug out on entomology. Get the latest scoop of science news when you stop by. We also break down sci-fi movie science on the live. Antonia, the leaf cutter ad, or Adacephalodies, stars in our book game and she's the Twitch emoji. You'll meet cannoli, noodle, hops, and barley too. When there's a hype train, the cats come party with our crew. Inherently important, and what we truly cherish is community support. Wholesome expression ferret keeps it wholesome AF with kindness in the chat, because our crew is the best. That is true, that is fact. SciAnts. We get experimental SciAnts. We're curious, non-judgmental, always good vibes when science on screen. Time to learn live with SciAnts streams. SciAnts. We get experimental SciAnts. Curious, not judgmental, always good vibes when science on stream. Time to learn live with SciAnts streams. Yo chat, who's ready to learn with SciAnts streams?
Risto, thank you for that. Redeem, Risto, was it worth it? Was it lovely? Was it amazing? Risto. The stage is near done, Risto. The stage is near done. I saw Bean working on it today. Is that your mystery friend again? That is not a mystery, Andrew CZ. That is the one. The breathtaking, the amazing, the mega talented. One of the people that I look up to so hard that I'm terrified to speak to her. She is, you know her, you love her, Thug Shells, chat. Go check out Thuggy. She is the lead singer of the SciAnts theme song, the creator of it, the breathtaking soul behind Break Beats, and all the things. We love Thug Shells here, folks. Go check out Thuggy. Yep, Bean was crushing it, Quaff. We should have it. I'm laying beyond all raisin, Debs. Laying beyond all raisin. Chat! And here's the thing though, Gwen. I don't know which I don't think we can remove an animated emote. Because Gwen, of the animated emotes we have, the love and the high, which are very regularly used, the dancing Kevin, which is the most used, the SciAnts bubbles I think is very used, and then the rabbit holes too. I do not know what to remove to put in a dancing Antonia. Because we're only limited to 5 animated slots, Gwen. Gwen, if you wanted one of the static ones to be a dancing one, we could do that. But we only have 5 animated emote slots, and I have no idea which one we would take out. Also, the rabbit holes one, I do see people using it here and in other streams, and also Lita made that one. So that is like extra love in my heart. Okay, so chat, let's quickly move a little bit further. This is what we thought was the seed pod, or not seed pod, but the cocoon. And here, Gwen, there's the connection point to the thorax right there, and that also explains the hair. So this is not hairy because it's some kind of chrysalis. It's hairy because it's an abdomen. And given the length of the petiole, or that region in between the abdomen and the thorax, given the length of that, I'm leaning towards wasp. There's not really a stinger here, but again, the structure, that's what we would lean towards on that. So again, there is this fascinating wasp in here. I don't think we can get any more of a detail ID on it beyond wasp. And that's not limited to us not being able to match it up to other things. It's just a limitation based on the imagery. There's just too much schmutz in the way. But it's quite cool, though, to be able to see it. So, Quoth, only if they sting when they die. For these, if she just like swam into the resin and landed in there. Oh, actually, Gwen, this is a good angle. Gwen, this will convince you, I think. Make sure I'm getting the right angle. So Gwen, there's your connection point right there. That's the petiole. There's the abdomen, or there's the thorax, sorry. There's the abdomen. There's your connection point. That connection point, I think, is much, much cleaner seeing on this image here. So angling it, it's much cleaner and visible that the two are, in fact, connected. And that right there, that length of the petiole is much more of a wasp length that we're seeing here. So I think it's that angle. Again, we got good lighting on that front. A decent queen specimen is harder because the queen is always bearing the con, not out in the open. Yes, but Coffee, so this queen had recently mated and then probably landed in the resin and died. So there's a lot of a mated queen that's established a long living colony. You're probably not going to get that because, like you're saying, if they're underground, you're not going to get that sample ever. It's just going to decay in the soil. But the ones that are like unmated or freshly mated that are still flying around outside, those might get caught. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head, 2 coffee rocks, is the weaver ants, and those live in trees. So the weaver ant queen might get caught. Even though she's usually deep inside a nest in the trees, that's the most likely one to just get caught naturally, like establishing a colony. But you're 100% right. Most of them are underground, so we're not going to be able to catch them. And let me just get one more little vantage point and make sure that this one is done. And yeah, Gwen, if I'm angling this at a different direction, yeah, we're kind of done with what else, with all the images that we can get, unfortunately, with that particular sample. Although maybe this is something. Hold on. Alright, so where we're looking, y'all, here is the abdomen, there's the petiole, here's the thorax and the head. So this is like at a very weird angle that I'm holding it. But there it is. So abdomen, petiole connecting the abdomen and the thorax. Thorax, it even has spikes that you can see. Look at those. Those aren't hairs. Those are spikes coming out. Those are usually defensive. And then here is the head. I don't think we'll get any better image, but that's the length of it in terms of the body plan. Again, I'm leaning towards wasp because of the generic structure of what we're seeing here. But what kind, I think we need much more visibility on the head and other features, and we're just not going to get it on this one. Because, again, it's that, all of that, like, bark in there. And Gwen, I don't see any other creature in here either. There's not even, like, it doesn't even look like we're getting, like, a husk of a midge or something like that. But yeah, that's that creature in there. So, Debs, like, this is like the butt of the creature right here, right above my head. So that's where you'll be. That's why it'll be egg laying. This thing here is a connecting part. So it's like a thin piece of exoskeleton. It usually, like in many of these species, connects the abdomen and the thorax together, and then. I agree, like the legs are kind of visible on this. It's these long bands here, and you can see they're connecting back to the main body. The head, if I had to guess, I see mandibles here and I see eyes here. But Debs, my confidence in that is not super duper high. Just because, I mean, it's just hard to see. Right, like if I maybe do it at a different angle and different lighting, if we had it available, maybe it would be much clearer. But yeah, it's kind of a difficult one to get any kind of detailing. But we did do it. We did look, and this was Gwendolyn P's request, chat. So if you're unhappy with this sample, you take it up with Gwendolyn P. Not at all, chat. You take it up with me. Gwendolyn should have done a better job, chat. Really quickly, let's do one last sample. This is for Coffee Rocks. This is one that we've already characterized, so it's not a new one. But to look at an ant queen. So this is a Camponotus. Camponotus is a carpenter ant. It is a species endemic to probably everywhere that y'all live. There are Camponotus queens. So Coffee, there is the sample. Coffee, I'm sure you can already see some of the problems with it. There's all that red discoloring the entire image. There's also scrapes and like pulled pieces, so it's not clean, unfortunately. And then let's actually, if we measure it, so it's an ant queen. An ant queen, Debs. It's a carpenter ant queen. If I measure it, Coffee, this is about 1.5 centimeters. Between 1.5 and 2 centimeters if I fully stretched it out. So it's quite on the larger side. That's about the right size for carpenter ant queens as well. What is the benefit to identifying insects in amber other than being fun to do? So Nye, it allows you to track evolution. So you can see what the morphology or structure of precursor insects were and how they evolved over time. So while we don't get the genetic information, you're able to track of how evolution framed these different body types and how that then corresponds to the modern day insects. So all of that information is encased in these particular samples, which I think is really cool because from an evolutionary perspective, there's no way else that you'd be able to do this. You'd be limited in many, many ways of making any kind of observation on these fronts. This is also Dominican amber, Gwen. It's also 30 million years old. From a structural perspective, it's very, very similar to your modern day carpenter ant queens. There's almost no difference in this sample. Coffee, what I want you to look at, too, I have only digitally zoomed in. I'm not zoomed in on the scope. It's Coffee Rocks. Do you see all these little circles here? Tons of little circles. Quoth the Raven just identified what that might be. So, Coffee, given how this animal is curved, as Quoth the Raven mentioned, this one was already dead when it was preserved. Those little dots are fungus. Coffee Rocks. So, this animal already started decaying before the amber covered it. Another way that we can tell that is if you look at the eye. You see how the eye has lost all its pigment? That seems to be something with dead ants, is that the pigment from the eyes leach out. They actually leach into the brain. So you can't do any imaging off dead insect tissue. There's just a lot of pigment that goes into the brain, and if you have pigment in the brain, it messes up with the fluorophores, so you can't get any good resolution. That, plus the body structure, plus those little dots, this animal died before it was preserved. Which is kind of neat to be able to see something like that. Never thought about anything small decaying. I guess I never thought about anything small decaying. Yep, it totally does, though, Quav, and it's being eaten away by that fungus. Excommunication with no one on a fungal queen. I don't think it's a fungus, Coffee. Like, it's not cordyceps fungus. It's probably just like a breaking down the animal fungus, right? Like something like that you just regularly would find in nature. If we zoom in, yeah. So it is. The wings are not there, Gwen, and so there's no wings in the sample either. So my guess is it mated. It did successfully mate. My suspicion is that she didn't make it to form a colony. But yeah, if you zoom in, all those little dots are it's just decomposing. They just kind of poof. No, Quaff, totally. Right? But it's everything's decays on some level. Yeah. And so all of those are little fungal spores that you see. Now, one thing I don't like about this, you see that red surrounding film? That red surrounding in this sample is actually broken down biological matter. In part the fungus, in part the animal, so that discolors the amber. That's how you get that red. So insect hemolymph, which is clear in color, it can manifest when it mixes with the amber. It can change the color of the amber and its composition. Same thing with this fungus. When the fungus was encased, my bet is it was probably alive still. And then you have things dying in the amber, and that release of like protein and other necrotic tissue changes the color of the surrounding amber, and that's in part why we see this discolored red film all over. It's kind of difficult to make out anything, right? The queen mates but doesn't make it to her colony. The ants know and find a new queen. So Quoth, the ant that dies, there is no ant colony waiting for her. So Quoth, when a colony is started, that queen mates once, and she will live 15 to 30 years depending on the species, and she doesn't mate again, ever again. It's a one-off time that she mates. So they won't, like, there's no one to find a new queen. So, because she hasn't established her existing one. Coffee, it's because you're sweet, Coffee Rocks. I see the imperfections in this one. Yep, so Quaff, the most primitive ants queens live about 6 years. Carpenter ant queens that you see in this image, 30 years, 30. Leafcutter ant queens, 30 years. Fire ant queens, about 15. So they live a long time. Workers live anywhere from 6 months to 3 years, depending on the caste. Quaff, they actually do not eat any wood. They eat no wood. They do not chop wood. The reason they're called carpenter ants is because you find them in wood. But where that is from is that if there are termites, the carpenter ants take over and they eat the termites and then move in. And so that's why if you have ants in your house, you had termites before. They killed the termites and moved in. Yeah, and so Quaff, that's what you're having. And they eat other insects. Their primary food source are other insects, and their primary predator is other ants. A colony for your entire working career. Yep. Exactly, Coffee. Let me flip over the sample. Yeah, here is like even more scratches that you can see. These are not surface scratches. They're scratches inside of the amber. Again, like if we had Andrew's like suggestion of shaving it down, but again, it's so close to the sample that you probably damage it. But there is like, you can kind of make out the mandibles. You can see like, here's an antenna. There's like the little mandible right there. No, Gwen, this is one of the first samples that we ever looked at. This is one of the very earliest samples that we ever looked at on the stream when we were doing amber. One of our very OG samples. There's just a bunch, Gwen, that, we've characterized. It's new to, exactly, it's new to you. That's all that matters, Debs! Say aren't the culprits. Exactly, Quath. The culprits are termites. The ants are not, they do not eat wood. They do not process the wood. They do not chop the wood. They just hijack the tunnels being made by other individuals. And when they live outside, Quath, in wood, it's usually rotting wood, where there have been like collapsed tunnels formed, where other animals have burrowed in, and then the ants come in and kill them and eat them, and then they take over. Smart on it, exactly. Exactly. And yeah, the abdomen, Coffee, is huge, as you would predict with queens. A gigantic abdomen that you have here as well. So similar to like what we've talked about with other queens, all those structural things are ready to go on that front. So yeah, that's the ant queen. Coffee, do you approve of the ant queen? Coffee rocks. I hope you enjoyed the ant queen. I know I kind of poo-pooed it, but only because I wish it were just clearer. Like, imagine if we had this sample, but you remove all those scratches above, and just like the red film also. Like, that's just what I wanted, because there's so much detail here, and there's so much to talk about. I do enjoy the fact that we can talk about the fungus and the breakdown of this animal that had already died and whatnot, but I do like the clearer samples get us a lot more of them. Show us your favorite? Absolutely, Debs. I'm happy to do so, Debs. Her head make out much cleaner than the last sample. We just got exactly, Coffee. But Coffee, here's the thing. I would suggest, Coffee Rocks, that being spoiled by good samples is actually a really cool thing, because that means that we as a community have learned to identify what we deem as a really good sample. And Coffee, maybe it's just me being silly, but us being able to say, this is my favorite and important feature of 30 million year old amber to how to identify a good insect. I'm sorry, but that is really cool to say. And that means like we are all learning together a great deal, and that's what makes it fun. It's like, you know what? Here are the classifications that I would have for my favorite kind of amber and how I think that it should be preserved. And you know what? How many people honestly can say that? Beyond the stream, I think there's a couple of scientists working on this, but it's mainly us at this rate. And I think that's really cool. Ants, termites are the same order as the lovely, yes, cockroaches? Cockroaches! Gwendolyn P. Cockroaches. Chat! Let me jump on over to the chair as we wrap up the evening. I'm going to put Baby Alona's pillow back here. So there's two chairs in here, obviously, as you see how I jump back and forth. Baby Alona's pillow, where she takes little naps if she's not in my arms, is right next to me. And so that goes back to it. How many of the general public can say they can pick out different things? Grimly, it is something that I am so proud of. Like, so many people, Grimly, have told me independently. Like, Feline Fancy told me that before the stream, she had no idea what a petiole, abdomen, thorax, antennal segments, ommatidia, like all these terms, like what the heck they were. And now she looks at an insect out in the regular world and is able to ID all these structures and like have like submissions of what these things might be. And then on top of what you're saying, Grimly, too, is that not only can we identify in the regular world, but people in the chat have skills of identifying 30 million year old amber with insects. What on earth, Grimly? Like, right? That is such a specialized piece of learning. It's mind-boggling to me that is on the docket. And that we can learn about that. And it's so, so cool that we have something like that. That as a community, it's like, we have learned about how to ID ancient insects in amber. I know I'm kind of like gushing, but it brings so much joy to me that we're able to do that and to learn together and to make this really, really cool science together. And so it wouldn't be possible without you guys. Watching the show, my brother, what I was watching, because he enjoys science too. Oh, that's cool, Quaff. That's very cool. We'd love to have the Bro Montana, if you will, the Brosif, in his house with us always. Chat, let's quickly review what we did today. I think we did a couple of really cool pieces. We did find our first cockroach. I love you, Coffee Rocks. We did find our first cockroach for Gwendolyn P. And remember, folks, all of the images that we take, everything that we take images of, are in the Discord. There is a section called Microscopy Images. You are free to download these and use them for whatever you want. All I ask is you do not sell these images, because the whole point of this is to make this freely accessible to people, and that's like that would go against that goal. But you can use it for whatever else you want. We present this science to kid-friendly, so my daughter, who is petrified of bugs, is now not as afraid. She likes to find ants in the summer and name them Princess Ant. Oh, Skip, that's beautiful. Skip, that's awesome. And I know there's other people, like not kiddos, who also had like fear of insects, and now that fear is, I think, gone. Like a lot of people are much more comfortable about it. Hello, enjoy Mexico. Before the career presents, welcome on in. Ending VeggieTales song came to mind when you said, "What have we learned?" I quaff. Do not remember VeggieTales, luckily. I remember VeggieTales really ground my gears. And I had to, like, my brother and sister watched some. I never watched it, because by the time we moved to America, I had kind of aged out of VeggieTales. But I remember there was some, like, biblical VeggieTales as well, that my sister had a VHS tape of. I can't remember. Maybe it was like Noah's Ark or something like that. I don't know. But it was a strange one where vegetables were on boats and things. I don't know. So we looked at the cockroach and Skip. This will not cure my fear of cockroaches either. Nope. We looked at some minerals from Risto. Some beautiful pieces that Risto sent to us. I'll also post these on the Discord as always. Thank you again for sending that, Risto. This one was just a cool image. It looks like he's flying through space. I don't know. But it's our cockroach right there. And then in the Schmutz chat, we found what I was like, oh, look at this chrysalisk. Turns out it's not at all a chrysalisk, but it was indeed the body, a full body wasp. And this is probably, here we go, the best image of that. The sneaky wasp that was in there, which was a good catch from Gwen on that front. And then we looked at our old Ant Queen sample as well tonight. So I think we went through a fair number of pieces, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it very much. I had a great time tonight. I hope y'all did too.